Welcome to the Imagine Not Being Leeds.
Imagine not being Leeds, not feeling this pain, not dancing through thunder, not walking through rain. Imagine not rising with fists in the air when the world turned its back and no one would care. We've lived in the ashes, we've drowned in defeat, but still we stand proud on our battered old feet. Imagine not loving with all that you are. Imagine not being Leeds.
We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
We do love you, Leeds. Now then, everyone, welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds. The last game of this game week before the FA Cup resumes at the weekend could really do with a favour. And I know it's not about everybody else. We've got to take care of our business. But right now, tonight, we can't take care of anything. But we are hoping for a Crystal Palace victory. A draw wouldn't be the end of the world. I think maintaining 15th spot is ideally what I want to go to bed with tonight. So if the Spurs win, it'll take them a third, so still a point behind us, which will be ideal. If Spurs win, then they jump Leeds United and moving to 15th, we get knocked down a spot, which ideally is not where we want to be, really. So hopefully we can maintain in 15th as we close our eyes tonight. So before we get into the comments, Spurs line up with Vicario in net, Danso, Paulinho, Tell, Gray, Solanke, Pedro Porro, Sarr, Van der Ven, who's the captain, Souza and Kolo Muani. And Palace have Henderson in net, Munoz, Convo, Richards, Reid, Mitchell, Wharton, Kamada, Sarr, Gusond, and Strand Larsen. Remember that guy? Jurgen Strand Larsen? Yeah, we'll see how he does tonight. Hopefully he can come up clutch tonight and get a goal or two. He isn't a Leeds player, but yeah, the Leeds fans are hoping he does the business tonight. Yeah, it could be an absolute shock, horror, horrendous, horrible couple of days. And it has been, to be fair. Tottenham, I'm clinging on to a bit of hope that they're the ones that get something tonight. And don't get something tonight, should I say. Say a draw wouldn't be the end of the world, but I really just like to go to bed tonight, still in 15th spot. So we'll see how it goes. But I aren't too hopeful Palace get something here. I ain't going to lie, I think Spurs probably win this. Hopefully they don't win it and start turning the form around, but they've got some good players in there, I suppose. Not playing well at the minute. There's definitely something wrong with the sort of environment, I think, at Spurs, which is sort of dragging them down to being in a dogfight, because let's be fair, I know they've got a lot of injuries, but the players they have got, even the lineup, seeing Richarlison in there, and they've got some great players, but we'll see. Josh says, Josh, how you doing, Josh? Kershaw, how you doing, mate? Have to avoid falling into the bottom three before the international break. Minimum of 3 points in the next two. Yeah, no, I agree with that, mate. It's imperative that we don't go into bottom three before the international break. Dwelling on it while we're watching internationals we're not asked about is the Leeds way, really. It's what usually happens for Leeds United. We're really poor before the international break and we have a week or two to dwell on it. So, yeah, I agree with that, mate. A win at the next two is hopefully what we do and what we achieve. But what looked two favourable fixtures a few weeks ago, Kershaw, now look tricky, as does every fixture, just based on how I feel now. I'm a little bit downbeat, a little bit gutted about Leeds United, but still hopeful we'll do well. Still, you got to look at it. This, for me, Burnley and Wolves are gone. I know they're making a bit of a fist of it. I still don't see them. Wolves maybe catch Burnley. I just don't see either of them two getting up to 18th and let alone 17th. So I do look at us, Spurs, Forest and West Ham, and you think there's 4 there, hopefully. We're not the extra one that goes down, but yeah, it's been a shit couple of days and a shit 48 hours for Leeds fans. Could it be worse tonight? Potentially, but come on, Strand Larsen, you bugger. Dave Smith, hey up, boys and girls. Come on, Spurs, don't let us down and lose, please. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hype. His kids need new shoes. They've got plenty of shoes. I need new shoes. How you doing, Dave? Top Banana, as always, evening all. MOT. Tickle those likes for our top man, Matty. Cheers, Top Banana. Bring the positive vibes, please. Please bring the positive vibes. Angela, as always, hi, Matt. Let's hope this one goes in our favour. Yes, Angela. Surely they can't all go against us. Surely not. Surely not. How you doing, Arthur? Farke made a big mistake Tuesday evening. Beale, Longstaff should have played. Yeah. I know what it is. It's easy in hindsight, Arthur, but I guarantee you were saying that beforehand. You know, I certainly thought Beale should have played. Wanted Metcha to stay up top. Longstaff is the one I probably wouldn't have said should have played, but you look at it now and you think, surely over Gruev, Arthur, surely he comes in over Gruev. Then yeah, I think it would have been a better change. I think if Beale plays, Longstaff plays, and maybe even Metcha, or maybe just even Longstaff and Beale, maybe we'll win that game. AG said that last night when he jumped on end of stream. And to be fair, I think there's something in that. Nonto should have started, would have won loads of free kicks. I thought Nonto looked great. You know, he always goes on about it, does Farke, doesn't he? That you've got to do well in training and you've got to impress in the minutes you're given. So surely Nonto starts against Norwich. And if he has a decent performance against Norwich, which doesn't necessarily mean a goal and assist, or if he looks lively, if he looks creative, surely that cameo on Tuesday night and the decent-ish performance against Norwich is his opportunity to get minutes in going into Palace. Because I think when Okafor's out, I do think we lack so much on that side. And he hasn't been brilliant all season, but when he's been on it, he's a constant threat. I would have preferred us to line up in that sort of system with Nonto. With no need to go as defensive as we did the other day. I'd love to have gone like a 3-4-3 and have Nonto out on the left, maybe Aronson on the right, with DCL down the middle if he wasn't fancying Metcha to start up top. I think Nonto's got a lot to give. Fresh legs, he's barely played. Fresh legs, you know, he's barely played in the minutes. Let's get him firing. Let's get him firing. And like I say, if he's true to his word that you impress in the minutes you're given and you impress in training, then surely Nonto's not far away with that performance. Have you calmed down yet, mate? I've calmed down now. I'm stressing a bit. I'm a little bit nervous. I think we'll be okay. But my problem is I get that carried away top man out. I didn't think it'd be squeaky bum time. Which, let's be fair, it probably is going to be. And everyone's telling me now, oh, yeah, I think I'm confident we'll stay up. We'll stay up, mate. But it's not going to be, you know, a decent sort of gap. It's going to be nervy. And I didn't think it'd be nervy. Certainly don't want it to be nervy, as I'm sure you lot don't. But we are where we are. And it's tight. And it's probably going to get tighter. But I'm calm now. I ain't as angry as I was. I just want to see adaptation, change, flexibility, bravery from Farke. I don't think the players can do much more. I really don't. Back-to-back games, you know, you spent after City, you put all that energy in and probably come away deflated. Same lineup 3 days later. I think Farke needs to do better. The boys are giving him everything. For me, the boys are giving the club and the badge everything. I really believe that. Not everyone does. I really believe that the players are good enough and they're working hard enough. Farke just needs to change it up again. We're too predictable. So I'm calm, but I'm a little bit stressed. A Tottenham loss today, or a draw potentially would make me feel a little bit better. I just thought we are 16th come end at night. Can't keep playing for points. No, we can't. The playing for points thing is what's the results we've had playing for points and getting a lot of draws away have made me it's led me down garden path a little bit, and I felt maybe we're doing better than what we are because it only takes a couple of wins from people behind us. You know, even Wolves back-to-back wins. You know, we haven't done that this season. It's not something we've done. We've got a nice little runs of, 3 or 4 games without a loss, 2-3 draws and a win, and a nice extended period of 12, 13 games with only a couple of losses in there. But ultimately, those draws are going to catch up catching up with us now. Those 17 points dropped from winning positions are catching up with us now. So it's definitely led me down garden path, led me into a false sense of security where I feel everything's a little bit better than maybe what it is, Arthur. And now I'm sat here, with my team only 3 points clear, thinking, wow, we haven't won in 4. We've won 1 in 6. West Ham are flying. Forest have superb quality within their ranks. And Tottenham, can it really happen, really? And you look at it, then you start panicking. So I just need to believe in everything I've sort of thought this season. Our squad's good enough. The manager has shown he's good enough at times this season. And we have one of the best, I think, cohesive dressing rooms and the club with the most unity, the most settled club. This progression there. Third year now under the same manager. Not everyone down at bottom's got that. 4 managers changed this season just at Forest alone. So I think we've got a lot of unity and a lot to believe in, a lot to be proud of. But it's nervy. It's nervy. Love you, Matty. I love you too, Psychic Sal. Pal. You know I'm like pronunciations. Mr. Psychic, I love you too. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for everyone who's tuned in. Smash us a like on the video. Really, really appreciate it. Hey, Matty. Hey up. Bill, how are you doing? Still think City beat West Ham. You'd have to suggest so, wouldn't you? You'd have to say so, Arthur. Come on, Palace, says Bill. Still think 10 for 11 mate. Top banana, right? You've said that all season. And I've thought you were mad all season. And then a couple of weeks ago, I thought I was mad for not believing you. And now it seems a little bit mad again. But who knows? I mean, if Palace win tonight, which is what we all want, top banana, we'll go 6 points behind the next spot. For me, now, if Palace win today, the sides above us sort of peel away. So I'm sort of looking at it thinking, it might end up being the sides around the bottom now probably can't go above 15th. And I know that sounds wild with 9 games to go, but a 6-point gap, and I know it can be close. We've seen what 9-point gap's done to us, but it may be hard to climb the ladder. 15th might sort of be our ceiling potentially, but who cares as long as it's not 18th. Joe, would be a good result. I think so. Because like you say, it keeps Palace there as well, doesn't it, Arthur? It keeps Palace just there, just to maybe get that spot higher. This was time of the season. He has to use his squad. Of course, it is Jimmy. You can't keep flogging same horse, can you? You can't. Maybe it's got to a head where, desperate times and all that, which I do think it's not desperate times as of yet, but been a bit of a meltdown online. I'm sure the club will feel that. So we'll see. John Cobb, hi Matt, Sunderland fan. Palace to win this comfortable 3-1. Is your squad strong enough, my friend? I think so. It's the manager, John. It's a manager, and Farke's done better than I expected this season. But he's going back to his old traits. He really is. In the form before the City game away a few months back, we're poor and we were sliding. It's too early to say it's a slide now, but that was a massive, 2 draws away at Chelsea and Villa. When you look at it, 4 games without a win, but then you look into detail and you look at the context of Villa away, last minute equaliser on their part. Shit for us, but it is what Villa away, point. Chelsea away, point. You got City at home, you don't expect to win that. Not everyone likes to wear that, but you don't. Then obviously Sunderland, the way we went down to, your reserves to a degree, John, as much as I don't like to admit it. That's sort of like the straw that brought the camel's back, and now there's a lot of people panicking. So the squad is good enough. The squad's he doesn't utilise the squad, but I do think what we've got in his Arsenal is good enough. Yeah, we've seen so many games this season where we look good. We don't even look like we should be threatened with relegation. That Sunderland game was one of a few that have really stunk out the joint this season, but only a few. Burnley away, Forest away, Sunderland at home, Arsenal at home, Arsenal away. You're talking 5 or 6 games out of 28 that have proper stunk the joint out as a Leeds fan. And that ain't many as a newly promoted side. So, stealth mode, just bathing my 1-year-old boy, hoping Spurs get dunked like a rubber ducky. Let's hope they do too. Let me just do this a sec. Boss Nass may be joining me at half time potentially, so I'll just send him a link just in case he has chance. He may do, he may not. Right then. Brett, evening, Matty, mate. Big game tonight. Hope it goes your way. The Prem needs Imagine Not Being Leeds, and I think Leeds will pull through. Cheers, Brett. I appreciate that, mate. I don't think it does. I think the Prem needs Leeds, though. I think the Prem needs Leeds. Don't need this daft bugger, that's for sure, but it needs Leeds. And like I say, you know what it is? I'm not doing these streams. I mean, I've never, me, I haven't done loads of watch-alongs anyway, but I'm not doing these watch-alongs for any other reason now. We're going to watch the game anyway. And I just sort of want to talk about Leeds and the situation and stuff now. I've a little bit calmed down a little bit the last couple of nights. I've been watching it, so why not come on here and do it? But I'm watching these panicking, thinking, oh my God, like it's nervy now for us. But I still think we've got enough. When you've got, I don't know they're playing well, but when you've got Burnley at home, when you've got Wolves at home, when you've still got Tottenham and West Ham to play away, 9 games left, 4 of the games are sides below us. You've got to set some confidence in that. You've got to, otherwise we may as well shut up shop now. Appreciate that though, buddy. David Brooks, good evening, Matty. Love your Friday night shows. Really enjoy Up the Onion. Leeds will stay up. Leeds is Leeds. Cheers, David. Love that. Love that. Late night Leeds will be back tomorrow. Little bit of a different format. AG's not available, but you'll see. We'll keep it tight lips. You'll see. But yeah, it's back tomorrow. Quiz. I'm not going to lie. There's going to be a lot of negative spoke about because the last 2 games we've lost. So it might be a little bit of a negative stream, but we'll try and bring the sunshine as well. We'll get through the shit we've got to get through, the reviews. We'll preview. Obviously, Norwich at the weekend. We've got a quiz. We'll have a bit of fun with it. We'll see who's between Tony Dorigo's toes, or is it Matty's teeth this week? We'll have a good laugh on Friday night, as you know. Farke's gone back to his old ways, unfortunately. He has, Clem. He has. But he's seen the light before. Here he is again, Mr. YouTube. I help Mike. Longstaff must be pissed off. Left Newcastle first team football and now not getting a look in. His experience could really help right now. Yeah, I agree. He's sort of seen it all in Premier League, hasn't it? He's done that relegation dogfight. He's done that mid-table sort of mediocrity. Then he's done that European push and also won a trophy. So he's sort of seen it all, done it all, wore T-shirt. I think right now you need Premier League experience in there. You need leaders. And I think Longstaff could be it. And don't get me wrong, I would love a midfield of an informed Tanaka, Stack, and Purdue. That would be my preference. But if you're not going down the Tanaka route and you're going down someone who's steady in the middle, like a Gruev, Longstaff's better than Gruev for me. He is. He's not trusted as much as Gruev is, but he should be. Longstaff should be trusted by Farke. Hello, everyone. How you doing, Lee? Hope you're good, Lee Stephen. All right, Matty. Presume you want Palace to it. Yeah, Paul. It'd be nice. A draw won't hurt. A draw won't hurt. And you don't care, do you, pal? You don't care. You're going to win FA Cup, says Wayne. West Ham lose, Man City. I think Farke go to Palace for a draw. He needs to not be doing that, mate. Draw at Palace isn't a bad result any other time, but for me, we need to go win it. Need to win it. Got to tell your Finlay he's having great games. Jamie Dent. Got to tell your Finlay he's having great games and not so many games, ups and downs, mate. He's at Arsenal, Charlton, Leighton Orient. He's got Man United, then Leeds United this week. It's hard for him. You know, I'm going to tell your Finlay he's having great games and not so great games. Ups and downs, mate. He's at Arsenal, Charlton, Leighton Orient. You the bloke that lads plays for? Can't remember plays for now. Yeah, I'm not too sure what that means, but sorry. Did you get anything in the ballot? I didn't, mate. No, I didn't. Rate your belief in the team. I just can't help but feel no matter who's in our team, we always do it the Leeds way, whether we stay up on. Of course, we do it the Leeds way. It's in his DNA, innit? No, it's ever easy. But I'm certainly not someone who has blind faith. I call Priestley blind faith or the Onion. But I just think we've seen enough to suggest we can get the results we need against the sides that are still to come. Because it's not, I know it's not played on paper, but it's not a horrendous run. If we had 9 games and it was scum, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, you know, Arsenal, we've played them and we're in a good position considering who we've played. That's what we've got to remember. We've had a really, really tough run and it's not the stuffing out of us. And now we've got to regroup, recharge. We've got a week and a half off the league now. There'll be a lot of players rested, you'd imagine. Hopefully, don't have to come on. Hopefully, don't go 120 minutes in penalties against Norwich. We can get a little bit of rotation in there, get some minutes in the legs of people haven't been played, and then go again next weekend against Palace, next Sunday. Needs to be the way. Needs to be the way. Total reset for Leeds. Get your head down and move on. Come on, Leeds United. Be nice, Andrew. It would be. We haven't seen a rally battle like this for a while, and it comes down to who wants it the most. Otherwise, I fact stay up. Forest spent 220 million this summer, and they could go down mentally. It's Paul. It's crazy, isn't it? That sort of money and being in a relegation dogfight. It's a really entertaining sort of for a neutral. Is that relegation area, which you are now neutral after your fate was sealed as a guaranteed Premier League side next season for me on 40 points and pushing, probably end up with 50. Maybe more, who knows? But yeah, I agree. It's a madness. It's a madness the sides who are down there. But thankfully, some of these sides are having poor seasons because otherwise we'd be struggling even more, wouldn't we? Hello, we definitely get really good. Definitely not getting really good. Sorry, my mic isn't working. Evening, Matt. How are you doing, Edwin? Hope you're good. Yeah, that's it. You just need them to be happy at the end of the day. It's all about happiness. Anything you do in life, if you're not playing with a smile on your face, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then you shouldn't be doing it. Like, I never come on here and I don't think it look lackluster and miserable and yawning my head off like I don't care. I come on here because I love it. You know, whatever it is you're doing in life, if you're not enjoying it, you need to really look at yourself and go, why am I doing it? You know, doing it for wrong reasons. If it don't bring happiness, move on. Get out of the room. Go to a different room. Are you going to the game of the week? I am, Andrew. Me and Theo, my little lad's coming with me as well. We're in top of East Stand on front row. So, yeah, be down at Peacock. You know me, usual Peacock. An hour and a half-ish before game. But, yes, I am, Andrew. Are you going, pal? Are you going? You asked for the positivity, mate. Still think 3 or 4 wins possible plus couple. It sounds mental to say 4 wins out of 9, but I agree. I think we win 1 more away. Don't ask me where. hopefully Palace, and I think we can easily win 3 home games. Say easily. I think we can beat Brentford. I think we can beat Wolves and Burnley. I just aren't going to be saying no 4-0 scores again like I would before. John Cobb, the Premiership needs Leeds, Matty. Spurs to go down for me, yeah. I mean, a lot of people say it needs Spurs. A lot of Spurs fans will say that, but maybe not. Really interested to see how they get on today. See if they've got the fight. You know, we've seen West Ham. We've seen Forest have fight, have endeavour. We know they've got the quality. Spurs have got the quality regardless of any injuries. Are they up for the fight? It's a toxic environment. I don't think they particularly like the new manager by the body language. Van der Veen, there was a shot from weekend where he got chewed. They were trying to get instruction across, and Van der Ven were just Palace. Oh, almost scored straight away. Palace, good save. Van der Ven just blanked him when he was trying to give him instruction. Throwing to Spurs, good save by Vicario there. Almost a goal by Wharton. The trusty long throwing, flicked on. Oh, Wharton on left foot, straight out middle though. David Lunn, if Somerville, the man, send us down back on the last day versus West Ham. I hope not, David. I hope not. He's banging form at the minute, isn't he, pal? Banging form at the minute. But let's hope not. But you never know. Palace started strong here, pressing well. Come on, Palace. Spurs were back in possession, knocking it about the back. Where's Archie playing today? Playing out on right. Yeah. Pump it up long. Poor ball that. It'll go out for Palace goal kick. Mate, I really appreciate you doing the watch-alongs for us, Lee. Cheers, Andy. I appreciate you watching. It's something new. And we're going to watch it anyway, so why not come in here and have a chat with you guys? Absolutely love the community on here. Absolutely love you guys. So it's nice to watch a game with my mates. I don't get to watch many Premier League games outside Leeds United, so the fact that they're on midweek, it's helping me out. So yeah, enjoyed last night. Not the results, but enjoyed being on here last night and watching game with you, and then tonight's decent as well. So appreciate it. Evening, Matty. You're putting the hours in. Great content. Cheers, Nige. You know me. I had Boss Nasser earlier in group chat. Are you doing a watch along again? Are you sure you're up to it? You know, I don't think people realise, like, when I at work, this is me relaxing. You know, this isn't work for me. I'm not full time. It's not my job like it is for a lot of people. I do this because I enjoy it. I'd rather do this than be sat on the sofa not doing it. You know, I just love it. It made me lol when Longstaff took Angela. That was so funny. I got a bit time. I'd got my phone to get it on the old watch along on the old match day vlog. He'd already put it down. I don't know if anyone else saw that. They went to take a throw in. Did Sunderland, and as I went over to get the ball, obviously went to get the towel. Longstaff just picked the towel up and walked away with the towel, and they were like, "What are you doing with towel? I want to wipe the ball." And he was like, Longstaff was stood there with face. Like, what do you mean? This towel? And it went on for about a minute. So funny. Palace on the break. Palace have started strong. Decent opening 3 minutes by Palace. Look well up for it. Knocking it around well. Adam Wharton's a classy player. Really like Wharton. Longstaff should have played the other night. Yeah, I think so, mate. I think so. We've seen some really good moments from Longstaff, but we've also seen him have a few average and poor games, hasn't he? But I do think he's better than Gruev. Of course, we'll win the FA Cup, Mate. Port Vale next round, then maybe Norwich in the next year. Go on, Harvey, lad. I like the banter, mate. I love it. I got a bit of a shitty message earlier from a Sunderland fan. Literally not a message, a comment. I'm wondering if he comes in tonight. Can't remember what it's called now. But yeah, saying I ain't got no bollocks or something. And I'm like, what you on about? Yeah, so something about me not having bollocks. I don't know what that went, but I'm hoping he comes in tonight so he can explain himself. We haven't been battered by anyone except Arsenal. Even that shit run before Man City, we were so close. It's just small. It is bad luck, small detail. Refs, Lee, I know, and it sounds like we're moaning and whinging, but I'm not being funny. It really has been fine margins and some dodgy decisions on it, Lee. It really has, and that's what I'm clinging on to. That with 9 games to go, we're going to get a bit of luck. Archie Gray on the right hand side. Come on, Palace. Let me just get rid of the vibrate on that because I'm going to do my head in. Long throw coming in from Spurs. Packing out the box. Everyone's grappling each other, aren't they? Literally, everyone's got their hands up. No one's quite strangling anyone with both arms, like, but they're all pushing and shoving. Just where the game is now. Long throw coming in for Spurs. Handed out by Palace. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Ooh, wide by Sarr. Go again. Planet Leeds, the Onion. Yes, mate, got a shout out from you for his trial at Arsenal. He's there now. It was just an update on his progress. Thanks, pal. Yeah, I remember when it came up. Then I read it. I'm thinking, I'm sure that's Jamie or someone playing Arsenal. Yeah, it's all about being happy though, isn't it, pal? And you know that. Great stuff, mate. Hope you're all well. Why are we being negative? Look, all the teams go through these games. Unfortunately, it happened to Leeds, but we have enough to stay up. I think, you know what it is, John? I agree. I think it's just because we're seeing the same pattern we saw before the decent turning form. And let's be fair, before City away, it looked like it would only go in one way. And then we've sort of climbed this mountain and been like, wow, Farke's turned a corner. The players now fit the system and fit the tactics he's now adopting. And now it looks like we've reverted back to before that. And I don't think he's getting the best out of the players. And I don't think he's utilising the squad enough. So it's just trends and patterns, in it. And it's 4 games, 2 draws, 2 losses. Is that a big enough sample size to worry? I think it is. I think you can see enough in 4 games to warrant a bit of an outcry from fan base. I do. I think anyone saying sack him now, I think that's wild. I think that's mental. Anyone thinking of sacking him before end of season is mad. You know, there's still a conversation here next season, regardless of what people think. There's still a conversation that happens. There's certainly still a conversation he gets over 40 points still, which I think will hit 40 minimum. I thought we'd hit 45, and I did a Premier League predictor 5-6 weeks ago. And I think I've got every single fixed result right, not in terms of scoreline, but the amount of points right, apart from Sunderland. I thought we'd win that. So we're 3 points behind what I thought we'd be at this point, which isn't horrendous. I don't think we had us down to beat Brentford. Palace away, I think I had that down as a draw. So go win at Palace, and then it looks a little bit rosier. Do you think the mauling we got off the tabloids for the Ramadan night has affected? No, I don't. I don't define one. I don't think things like that will affect the players. I really don't. It affects the club. It looks negative on the club. Yeah, it's not a good look on Leeds, but I don't think it affects the players. I personally don't. I mean, if people do, that's fine, but I don't see why that'd affect the players going forward, mate. How much do you think our Leeds will go? No, I don't. I don't, Adrian. No, mate. I think we'll stay up. It's going to be closer than what we all wanted. What do you think of Scum away being moved to Monday night? It's a funny one, United 1919, because the fact it's been moved to Monday night, I got a call yesterday saying I'm more likely to get a ticket now because there's somebody who is an away season ticket holder cannot go to the game or doesn't think he can go to the game because of work commitments, which means I'll get his ticket. So personally, I may have more chance of going to the game. But as a spectacle, it's expected. It's what I expect with Sky. With a bit of money, I just expect it like that to happen. But I think it's shocking. It should be, 5:30 on a Saturday for me. That enough time to have a drink and get ready for the game. Enjoy. I don't want to be at 12:30 on a Saturday. Certainly don't want to be Monday night. So yeah, I don't know what you think. Again, for travelling fans, for people coming over from wherever, Norway, Ireland, wherever you are, try to get to the game. People it just messes with people's travelling plans as well. And I know it's away from home, so it's a smaller number of fans going to the game, but it's just not ideal for me. Evening, Matty. How you doing, Fernie? Hope you're good, Matty. It's the Leeds way to put us through this. 56 years supporting them. Wow. I'm still going home and away. Whatever happens, we will start. Class. Love that, mate. 50-odd years home and away. What an absolute legend. What a legend. I think we'll be there next season. I do. I still believe. Just nervy. Right. Free kick for Palace. Out on the right-hand side. Adam Wharton with his left foot. In swinger. Get a good ball in, Adam. Get a good ball in. Low, poor ball. Palace. Another long throw coming in for Palace. Well, I can see Spurs winning just on how bad the weekend has been. Yeah, I mean, Palace have started well, though. Well, Matt, who doesn't like watching a match while chatting with their mates? Exactly, Ernie. Exactly. Hi, who's a better coach, Farke or Bielsa? Bielsa. I think at times this season, I don't know how I feel now, but we don't look as open when we're getting played against. Bielsa definitely wasn't as pragmatic as what Farke is. Spurs cleared it. But yeah, Bielsa's God. I mean, he's God for me. He's God. if I sack Farke tomorrow, I'd have Bielsa in straight away. And I know not everybody would, but I can't help how I feel. I'm an emotional guy, and he got me in feels with Bielsa, and I'd have him in any form. I love him a bit. Crazy to think if we beat Port Vale, we had only one match. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you think. Don't agree with semi. There you go. I know what you think. Don't agree with semi-finals at Wembley. It fucks up people financially, but the day. I mean, if you win it or if you get to the final, you potentially going twice, aren't you? If you choose to go. But it does give the lesser sides or people who may not get to a final but may somehow get to a semi. Like when Port Vale beat you, they'll only be one game away from Wembley, won't they? But I like the idea because chances are we don't win it, we don't get to the final. There's an opportunity. It depends on draw, doesn't it? But to get to a semi-final and go to Wembley's class, and I ain't gonna rule the opportunity if that arises for Leeds. I expect Leeds to get past Norwich at the weekend. And then it just comes down to luck at draw. And at the minute, I don't feel like I've got much luck. So who knows what'll happen. But I think, I don't know. I think it's great for lesser sides. I think if you're a side that may go win it and a regular visitor to the FA Cup final, you don't really need the semi to be there either. But let's be fair, if Sunderland get to a semi-final, if Leeds get to a semi-final, we're all going out. We're not thinking, we can't, we've got a final to come. We're always going to enjoy it for what it is. Go on, Palace. Palace out on right hand side, whipped across. Go on, Kamada. Saved by keeper. 09 challenge would have been high tackling rugby and a sin bin. Yeah, no, it would have been. It would have been round neck. It'd have been a sin bin. Neither not Premiership managers. Whoa. David, I've been sacked in a cheap promotion. Matt, you just know Archie Gray will score the although, Eddie. Why are you saying that, mate? Why are you saying that? I don't want to be hearing that. It's too close. They'll just show it replay now for I'm on side, didn't it? Whether it was an handball for Spurs in box, but it wasn't. Look at Somerville's turned into Messi. Yeah, he has. He's got better as the season's gone on. All right, Matty lad, who'd win in the fight? Ballard and Alderete versus Strauch and Rodon. Let us win something, John. Yeah, let us win something. Stop taking piss. I think Strauch's too nice, to be fair. I think Rodon had beaten both. Strauch could sit there playing with his hair or something. But now Ballard and Alderete are two big units, decent defenders. Ballard wins it all in there, to be fair. Farke is under massive pressure now, playing wrong players. David, he's under pressure. He's under pressure. Injury for Palace. Klein's coming on. Nathaniel Klein. Oh, it's a big blow, that. Big blow. Munoz going off. Munoz. Big blow, that. Matty, I've already had that one up there. He gets in 6 points in front, then goes defensive. Should have beaten City 2 up half time, but surely Sunderland was a big mistake. Yeah, I mean, should have beaten City. Should have got a point from City. We weren't out by the officiating, were we? In that one either. Should have had a red card and we should have had a penalty. So, yeah, it's one of them where for me, it's Tuesday night that did it for me. That's the one where I look back and go, I can't believe I lost that game. It's in the binnies, that game. City I can sort of stomach, but that on Tuesday was shocking. And I'm all for getting beat by a better side. It is what it is. But to get beat by a side that I thought genuinely, I've said my piece on Sunderland and I kind of want to move on from it. But that was probably the worst side I've seen play at Ellen Road this season. I can't think of going to a game at Ellen Road and seeing a performance that were worse than what they put in. The fact that they got 3 points, it doesn't matter, does it? They're buzzing with that. But I haven't seen a team come and play as poorly as what Sunderland did. And I know they didn't want to come and play football. They executed their game plan. But for me, the game plan wasn't football. And it was a poor watch and a poor spectacle because of it. But they got the 3 points. So technically, they bossed it really, didn't they? Corner for Tottenham worked short. Chipped into the box. Get rid of it. Go on. Cleared by Palace. Surprise Scum's not on TNT. The way yesterday, weren't they? Tottenham shoot. Oh, goal saved by Henderson. Spilled it. Got it back though. Good opportunity for both. Can see a few goals in this one. See a few goals. Quite a few chances already. Yeah, Matty, I thought we should have looked for better than Farke last summer. That option hasn't changed and won't change if we stay up, says Bill. Yeah. A lot of people saying that, Bill. Big love, Matty. Hope you're doing well. I'm good, Russ. Hope you're well, my mate. Hope you're well. Who's looking the better side? Even Stevens. Palace started really well first 5-6 minutes, and Spurs have looked lively as well for second bit. So yeah, 14 minutes in, Helen Pretty even. I expect a couple of goals in this, to be fair. They both look, it's quite an open game. Both look like they're going for it. Spurs need the win more than Palace, obviously. Free kick Palace just in their own half. Why did Leeds board sack Bielsa in the first place? Because we were on the slide, weren't we? We were on the slide. We'd lost 4 in a row or something and all big score lines. But I think the games were City, Tottenham, Liverpool. But he would have kept us up. Come on, Spurs, win one. Be nice, wouldn't it? Love the banner, Matty. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it, mate? Hi, Matty. Win the FA Cup or Premiership survival. I hate that conversation, John, because I feel like having a platform and being on here, I'm not allowed to say FA Cup because then I look an absolute div, don't I? But I hate how finishing 17th holds more weight than winning a trophy and being in Europe. Mental when you're looking at it like that, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, you win a trophy at Wembley and you're in Europe, or you just finish 17th and go again. But obviously, you win Championship is the other option, isn't it? So you have to say survival, don't you? Finish 17th over 2 trips to Wembley, silverware in Europe next season, because that's where modern football is now. It's just shite, but yeah, survival, mate. Hi, mate. I hope you're okay. I'm good, soul. Hope you're all good. Soul to soul. How are you doing, buddy? Jamie Lowe, Longstaff has looked off it since he came back from it. He did. He looked brilliant. One of our best signings, I say that. That opening couple of months, I thought he had a really good month anyway. He got, I think, back-to-back man at matches. The game against Newcastle was superb. But since then, yeah, injury, come back, not looked right. Strout doesn't put enough power on his passes. That was clear against Sunderland. I do like Strout. I'm a big Strout fan, but he's just a little bit nice, isn't he, sometimes? Sebastian, we need to avoid that we have to play a result. Yeah, of course. If it comes down to the last game at West Ham, I wouldn't be too confident in that one. I really wouldn't be. Free kick for Palace. Great cross. Headed out by Archie Gray. Scuffed by Klein. Get it back in, Klein. Klein knocks it back into the middle. Spurs have the ball. Fair enough. Oh, well, one back by Palace. Number 3 kick. Palace, well done. Palace win it back. Decent press there. Strand Larsen wins it back at left-hand corner. Free kick, Palace in a dangerous position. Get that ball in. Larsen, get your Swede on it, mate. Come on. When we stay up next season, we need a new manager, upgrade the squad, then I think we finish top half. Sounds good to me, pal. Marcelo, with this squad with new additions this season, will be fire. Yeah, I agree. Sebastian, what's your lineup for Norwich? My lineup's Penny. It's hard because I love Bynum, but I just don't think you can put Bynum in because Norwich are playing well. So Penny, Bogle, headed over for a corner. Justin, Bornau, Biol, back 4. Midfield, Ampadu, Longstaff, Nonto, James, Tanaka in 10. Metcher up top. I wouldn't mind Pino. That'd be my side. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. No DCL, no Aronson, no Stack, no Gabby Goodmanson, no Strout, no Rodon, no Darlow. That's what I'd be looking at. Something like that. Let me know what you think, Sebastian. Something like that. We'll speak about it late night Leeds tomorrow about what our preferred lineups are going into Sunday. Dan James, Tanaka, Metcher. How are we doing, Steve? Last few games have shown we need 2 up top, play 3-4-1-2 with Aronson just behind DCL and Metcher. Yeah, that'd work too, mate. I like the sound of that, to be fair. Yeah, Sunderland was a proper kick in the balls. I think the most disappointing result this season. Yeah, it's right up there. It's right up there. I felt it's probably the angriest I've been. Forest were a horrendous one for me early in the season. You saw me if you've watched me for a while. I wanted him out and I lost my shit. Archie Gray attacking at right hand side here. Bad pass. Palace win it back. But yeah, it's probably the worst I felt, I won't lie. But I think that's just we're having the channel and speaking to Wayne and obviously having some subscribers of our Sunderland. You know me, I mix with Sunderland a little bit, don't I? So, yeah. Even if Spurs win tonight, they'll go down. I think it's my tip. Results can obviously grow momentum, grow belief. So at home against Palace, and Palace had a great side, obviously. If they can lose today, maybe I'm sort of seeing that. I'm half expecting at some point Tottenham to win a game and go on a bit of a run, just down to being Tottenham. Just down to being Tottenham. Is it, feasible for them to go down? It's more likely than it's ever been, but I just keep thinking it's going to click at some point. But they aren't. They're turgid this season, so I hope you're right. But I feel a lot better if Forest and West Ham carried on to struggle, even though they've turned it around a bit. I'd feel a lot better if they were the options to go down over Spurs. Yeah, I just don't know. I just can't imagine it. Imagine that stadium in Championship. Hit those likes, people. Yeah, if you don't mind. 186 people, 56 likes. Be great to get that up to 100 if you don't mind. And I'm currently 20 subs away from 6K. I have to mention that a few times because I'd love to hit that on a live stream. I don't think I've ever hit a big milestone on a live before. To hit 6K would be brilliant. So if you're not already subscribed, do me a favour, please subscribe. And yeah, we'll get into it. I thought Palace were in there, sorry. Great run that by Van der Ven. Brought down, free kick to Spurs. Van der Ven's quick, innit? Yellow card as well for Palace. Strand Larsen with yellow. Tracking back, doing his defensive duties there, trying to keep up with Van der Ven, but it's a booking, and Spurs have a free kick about halfway in Palace's half. How can we be happy being a Sunderland fan with them antics? How can you be? So, you know what it is? I'm not daft enough to realise that as a Leeds fan, fuming, can't believe what I witnessed. As a Sunderland fan, I understand they'll be buzzing. They got 3 points. They're now on 40. They don't care about how they got the points. And I'll flip it and go, if it were Leeds, we'd probably love it. I'll watch Luke O'Nien kick another ball into the area we were attacking in. Disgusting play. But if it were Leeds, how would I have felt? I don't know. I don't want to be hypocritical. I was fuming because it wasn't Leeds doing it. It was Sunderland. Second yellow, it should have been Shona Diarra going into crowd. If that's Leeds, I'm fuming. If someone gets a second yellow and sent off for celebrating, yeah, I'd be fuming. But it wasn't. It was Sunderland doing it to us. Just too many things where if it's on shoes on other foot, I probably, I'm okay with it. And you probably think, what a performance. Get it up here. I'm not bothered. Dark arts, get on with it. It's part of football. It's up to ref, it's up to VAR to pull these decisions if they're not doing it. Our keeper, why don't we do that? Why don't our keeper go down to get a message on? We don't do it, do we? If we did, would we be moaning about it? Probably not. They just shithoused it, didn't they? And it was horrendous football. And I think, as a club, we don't play like that. We don't perform like that. We don't surround the referee really when there's a decision to be made. When it happened, it was how many Sunderland fans run up to the referee? How many people run up to the referee when we should have had a penalty? When he had him round neck, no one really didn't really appeal it. So I think sometimes we need to do dark arts better as a Leeds fan. I really do, because he gets you points, and ultimately points win your games. Points keep you in the division. So they don't give a chuff now that happened. They didn't give a chuff then. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's not football. I'm all good, thanks, mate. I'll be there on Sunday. Hopefully, a big win to get the confidence back in the side. Exactly, Russ, and some minutes and some much needed players' legs. To be fair, as well. Can we both survive? Yeah, Helen, that's the aim for me. That's the bloody aim. Of course we can. Of course we can. The FA Cup for me, it all comes down to avoiding Arsenal and City. And I know there's still, big ties in there. No scummer in there. There's some tough games, Chelsea in there. I understand that, but can we avoid the two that you really want to avoid with your City and Arsenal? Because everybody else, you've got half a chance. Done well against Liverpool this season, done well against Chelsea. Got a draw against Scum. Just avoid them two and we have a chance. Smash a like, people. Thanks, Sol. Really appreciate that. Get a like smashed. One sec. What's AG doing here? I remember the Leeds European runs under delivery all area. Yeah. Great days in my childhood. Superb. Oh, that's fantastic, that. Yes, I can see that, AG. Yes, brilliant. Class that. Can you download that and send me it, mate? Please. Just sorting thumbnail out for tomorrow's late night Leeds. Bielsa plus 49ers money, the dog's bollocks. I agree with that psychic. Yeah, imagine. SARS book for Spurs. 24 minutes gone, still 0-0. Couple of bookings now. It's got a bit scrappy, it's game, to be fair. After an open exchange at first 10, 15 minutes. Got quite scrappy in last 10. But SARS book for Spurs. Might win the FA Cup and Premier League survival. Why not? Exactly, Trevor. Exactly. And that's what the club will be aiming for. No one's under the illusions that, we're probably not going to win the FA Cup. We might not even get past next round. Let's just take it round by round. But when you're in it and you get to, if we get to a quarter final, it's annoying because a side like Sunderland now can focus fully on the FA Cup. A lot of Leeds fans, especially after that result, were already not asked for FA Cup. But after that result, 100% people are focusing on survival now and not bothered for FA Cup. A lot of people have said that. I had a lot of messages about it today. And I understand it, but let's try and win every game we're in. And if that gets you to a final, it gets you to a final. If that keeps you up, it keeps you up. Yeah, that's how it's got to be for me. We can do both, so let's do it. I hope we can play Spurs. I hope when we play Spurs, our boys don't freeze and they're prone to do it in the biggest snazzy stadium. Yeah, Freddie, you've got to hope not. You've got to hope. We play in a hostile environment at Ellen Road, don't we? It's a cauldron of noise, the pressure of playing at Ellen Road when things aren't going well as well. We're supportive, it's great, but there's some pressure, some weight of being a Leeds player. Massive weight, it's a heavy badge, heavy shirt. I think playing at Spurs will be fine. I think actually, if they're still down there, Spurs struggling by the time we play them, I think we can play with freedom there. It's them who struggle at home. It's a tough place for them to play football because they're not playing good football. The fans aren't used to seeing poor football. No, they won Europa League last season, yet they may not be a Premier League club next season by the way they're playing. So it's probably tougher for them to play at home than it is to play them away, to be honest. I'd fancy Pablo Hernandez. Yeah, it'd be a huge job for him to give him a Premier League job. But if I'm honest, like my eyes on Pablo, thinking, maybe one day. Paul says, first time watching you, pal. All Leeds that way. Thanks, Paul. Thanks a lot, buddy. Hope you're good. It might not be the best of streams. It's just a bit of a waffle with chat while I'm watching Tottenham. So it's not the best watch along in the world. But yeah, free kick, Tottenham. And I don't normally do these, but I really appreciate it. Smash a subscribe if you don't mind, mate. What time your game on Top Banana? I'm on 27, mate. 27:07. We don't have the necessary strength to realistically reach the FA Cup semi-finals, and it serves. Yeah, I agree with that. I just choose to ignore that. Maybe I'm an idiot, but yeah. And we do have strength in terms of quality in the squad, I think, but Farke doesn't use it all. So our squad of 25 may as well be a squad of 13, 14 for how many players. So think what Buonanotte could be like with a bit of murder ball. Yeah, if Buonanotte isn't in the squad for Norwich, then you ain't seen him in a Leeds shirt this season. He's got to play against Norwich. 45 poor minutes against Birmingham shouldn't define your season. And he was shocking. He was poor. But I agree with your lineup. Maybe also giving Ampadu. Yeah, Ampadu I'd like to rest him, but I just think your midfield needs some sort of, I don't know. I just don't think you could put in Tanaka. Oh, would you put in Tanaka, Longstaff? Would you just play two in middle maybe? And then Longstaff, Tanaka. I just think it needs one of the regulars in there, in my opinion. And with him being captain and leader. And to be fair, with the handball the other day, I just think maybe Ampadu needs to play this game. You need a bit of leadership. And he won't want to sit this one out, I don't think. So, yeah, personally, I'd always have Ampadu in the side if he's fit enough. Always. But I think that'll be something like maybe Buonanotte starts, which I didn't have down on my list. I'd like to see him start, but whether that's realistic or not, I don't know. My Arsenal supporting mates say they'd take second place if Spurs go down. Never. They genuinely said that. Thing is, though, as much as he hates Spurs, and I know it's funny if they go down. Oh, Palace are in here. Go on. Finish. Sa. 1-0 Palace. Is it a goal? 1-0 Palace? Get in, 1-0 Palace. Get in. Sarwick goal. Took forever, that. Get in, Palace. Come on. Honestly, what were the fucking Tottenham defenders doing there? Igor Tudor looks like he's going to fucking stone cold Steve Austin someone. Get in. Please don't be disallowed. Is he onside? Because it feels like a VAR moment again. That's why I'm not. Is he onside? He's onside. He's onside. Look at lines. Bang on lines. You can see it. He's onside. Fuck off, it's not offside. Sarr, left foot. It literally hits the sliding defender's leg as he tries to block the shot and loops over at goalkeeper. He'd have probably saved it had he not done that. What a fortunate goal if this is allowed. He's onside there. He's onside. Get in. There's his fortune. There's his fortune right there. Can't believe that looped over keeper like that. Unlucky for Spurs that. Get in, Sarr. Get in. Come on. We'll take something from this game week. We'll take something. It is onside. It is onside. Matters a play that should have, would have, and could have. Game is dangerous game to play, my friend. Best just to leave the past where it is. Needs to be left in the past. In regards to what, mate? In regards to what? I've forgotten what I said. Need two up front. VAR. He's onside there, isn't he? I hate VAR, man. You ruined game. He's onside. You can see on lines. The ball is in the darker green line, and he's behind that. Honestly, you just ruined football. What are we doing? It's a goal, man. Come off it. It's a goal. If you get that wrong, honestly, we've lost it. I can't see Spurs going down. They get at least 3 wins, and we're going to struggle to get 3 wins on how it's been lately. Just can't see them going down. I think we can get 3 wins. Come on, give us a goal. No goal. Oh, you're joking me. How are they offside there? Oh, fuck off with your lines. Stick your lines up your ass. Oh, you're joking me. They've done lines and literally that much of his face is over the line. His fucking nose. Fuck off. What a joke. What an absolute joke. It's his nose. His nose is offside. His fucking nose. Oh, I can smell bullshit's what I can smell. That is absolutely atrocious. As if that wasn't given for that. Oh, my God. I fucking hate football, me. I hate it. Why have I got a YouTube channel, a football channel? I fucking hate you. Honestly, I hate it. That's a joke, that. And the Leeds look continues. Bullshit, that. Bullshit. Yeah, there's a twist and a turn there for your soul. That is bullshit. Force on DCL of late. Missed a huge chance against City. Not going to hold him accountable too much for that. It happens early in game. Didn't expect to beat City anyway, which I keep saying, which seems defeatist, but I just didn't. And he's working his ass off with no one close enough to him, Charlie. So, yeah, the goals have... Oh, Spurs, I thought they scored then. So, yeah, the goals have dried up a little bit, but that's, for me, we've reverted back to the football we were playing in the first couple of months of the season when he wasn't scoring then because the style Leeds are playing doesn't suit DCL. Go direct, get bodies round him. Easy, simple. Not this possession-based football. Tip it out from back, and then when you get a bit of pressure, then lump it up to him when he's not set, when he's not ready. And when he does win it, there's no one near him because your closest plays Aronson, who's knackered because he's been flogged for the last 25 years. Oh, no, Spurs have scored. Spurs are 1-0 up. Fuck off, Solanke. Oh, my God. Honestly, unbelievable. Spurs 1-0. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. He ain't getting sacked tonight. Unbelievable. Hey up, Carl. Oh, what? Wow. Just like Leeds. Just like Leeds on Tuesday night. Fucking unbelievable. Absolute shit show. Absolute shit show. Never offside. I didn't think so, Kershaw. The player were well behind ball. Fucking Pinocchio has him offside. Archie Gray with assist. Archie Gray with assist. Great football by Archie Gray. Fucking hell, these ex-Leeds United players are going to relegate us at this point. What's Jorginho? They're just checking it, hasn't gone out of play. He's kept it in really well as Archie Gray. Archie, fuck's sake, lad. Honestly. Step forward, Jorginho. Rutter, when's he going to fucking do us over? Honestly, VAR's a joke. Unbelievable. And yeah, go for Tottenham. Dominic Solanke. Fucking gutted. You can't even, honestly, what a joke. What a joke. The merry-go-round continues. We're now currently in 16th based on them leading now. Oh, fuck's sake. Horrendous. Horrendous. Spurs an embarrassment to this league. Top six, my arse. Well, yeah, they've just scored Paul, so. Oh, it's in us, Matty. We have to start winning games regardless of what others do. We do. Disgusting. It really is. Leeds are now 16th. Flaming for catcher, they are. Honestly, it's ridiculous that that's been given as offside. Sard attacking now right hand side for Palace. Chips it in, cleared by Spurs. Come on, Sar. I can't believe it. All these rules and regulations in football, such as VAR, is to punish the working class. They hate us having anything. Yeah, Barry. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I'm gutted with that. Absolutely gutted. From 1-0, thinking the 1-0 up to 1-0 down. All right, everyone. 258 people. Smash it a like if you don't mind. I'm 18 subscribers away from 6,000 subscribers. How brilliant would that be to get that on stream? What a milestone that'd be for me. So if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. Or please consider subscribing to the channel to get 6K while I'm on live tonight. It'll be unreal. So yeah, I appreciate everyone watching. What you say tomorrow is rule in EPL. How would you fix the game? I'd get rid of R. I'd get rid of VAR. I really would. I think VAR's ruining the game. For me, the reason VAR's in there is to make every decision correct, make sure you get every decision right. But for me, it's still human error who's controlling VAR. So go back to the human error. Go on, Sar. Oh, bad touch by Sar. They wanted a penalty here. But he dragged back. They wanted a penalty. Oh, get in! What a turnaround! Get in! Penalty for Palace and a red card for Van der Ven. Get in! Come on, Van der Ven's red card. I said there'll be goals in this game. What a turnaround! Van der Ven's got a red. Get in! He should have got. Step forward, VAR. Step forward, VAR. Headed by Strand Larsen. I tell you what, for me, it's a penalty. He's pulled Sar's arm back. Who's giving Spurs loads of trouble, but it's still not as much contact as what Paul Pascal Strout got. But he's pulled his arm. He's pulled his arm back. It's a penalty and it's a red card. That ain't getting overturned. Get in. Penalty in a red. Red card Spurs. Penalty Palace. Step forward, Strand Larsen. Come on. Yeah, and it is. There's no reason that's not getting overturned. Get yourself off Mickey Van der Ven. The discipline at Spurs is fucking shocking. Shocking discipline at Spurs. I mean, he's captain, in place of Romero, who's also suspended. Shocking. It's a penalty. Penalty red card every day of the week. It was a horrendous. No, there's no way they're overturning that. Everyone stood there thinking, please overturn it in Spurs end. Blatant. You can see him pull his arm back. You can't do it. Simple as. Tap a like and subscribe, peeps. You know it makes sense. Thanks, Psychic. You know it does. And make sure you're back. If it's the first time you've watched me, this is not what I normally do. Leeds through and through. Talking about other football. Not my bag normally, but fancy chatting some mates while game's on. Come on, Palace, put this away. But make sure you're back tomorrow night, 10 p.m. for late night Leeds. Chatting all things Leeds quiz, and all that. Sar's playing really well. Come on, Sar. Better it, Sar. Come on, lad. Not to be sorry about. What a plank. Come on, son. You've had a goal wrongly chalked off. Come on, Palace. Get up there. Get up there. Go win the fucking game now. Go win the game. Brilliant. Brilliant. Should be 2 up. We'll take it. Get in there, Palace. Sar's having a brilliant game, by the way. Everything that Palace are doing well is coming through Sar. Get in there. Needed that. And I know this result isn't the be-all and end-all, but we're going to take something from this game week, hopefully, and maybe Maybe it's here. And the fact that Van der Ven's got a red card as well stands in good stead as well going forward, doesn't it? So straight red. So 3-game suspension coming up for him. We take that. I do think that offside was corruption, David. I really do. I really, really do. Yeah, we should. Daddy, Daddy. That was weird. Daddy. The Daddy, we never, ever do it, do we? We never do it. We're too nice. We're too nice, Leeds. Look how Sunderland surrounded referee when Ampadu handballed it. We need to do that. We need to do the dark arts a bit more. We're just too nice. Hey up, Scotty boy. How we doing? 100% pen and red. Spurs look truly awful. Yeah, they do. They do. They've got some decent players. They're going to have opportunities, but they don't look like a cohesive unit for me. They really don't. Palace look the better team. Thank God they got a red card. Can't see Spurs going down, but it's amusing to see their position. Yeah, I'm still saying, but at some point, games are running out, aren't they? If Spurs lose this, 9 games left, I still can't see them going down, but I am literally just saying that because of who they are. But they are one of the worst sides in the division for a reason. Come on, Palace, 1-1. Please don't comment on the game until Matty catches up. Please score this penalty. We did. Yeah. Thank you for that. I don't think you could get a red and a pen anymore. Yeah, you can. Through on goal. Goal scoring opportunity. Pulled him back. Straight pen. Starting to think some Spurs players want to go down. You know what it is? Played in. Sarr, can he keep it in? Unlucky Sarr. Sarr's playing brilliant. Like when we went down, we had a bunch of players, I think, that didn't care. Double sub coming up for Spurs now. Bissouma's coming on and Conor Gallagher. Tickle the likes for that. Matty and subscribe. A great pen. At least we only have to finish 8th next season to try and get back in the Prem, Matty. Sarr is a top player. Sarr's so good. Lovely stuff. Palace should have had 2 pens and the goal was never offside. Honestly, it doesn't make anything right because, like when it shows you the lines and shows you that 3D image, whatever it is, I think they can marginalise that however they want and just cheat, basically. And genuinely, how that were deemed offside. When you looked at the actual footage of just the normal shot of it before you start doing what you're doing and look down the line, he's onside. The lines where they've mowed it shows he's onside. It's ridiculous that one even disallowed. But luckily, it's they're in even a better position now, aren't they, really, in terms of having a man sent off as well. So, can we beat Palace? The Daddy, I hope so. Burnley went to Palace and scored 3 goals. So you've got to hope we can go there and score and put up a fight. We have Palace next. We will get a right toasting. Well, that's why it's an interesting game. Spurs are the team who want to lose this game, but Palace are our next opponents. So it's like a double sort of viewing, really, to see how both fare. And Palace look good. Palace look really good. Strand Larsen looks a handful. And he's working really hard as well. I like the look of him up top. Him and Sarr up top are working really well together. I'm 60. I miss dirty Leeds, yeah. Leeds 6 points clear with 10 games to go. Can't get relegated from that position. But if we do, we can't blame anyone but ourselves. Yeah, I mean, if we go down, for me, I blame Farke. 100% I blame Farke if we go down. I'm happy with board. Personally, in my opinion, I'm happy with board. I'm happy with squad and players. A bit light. Can blame board a little bit for that. Can blame a few people for that, really. But if we were to go down, I would wholeheartedly blame Farke. Rightly or wrongly, that'd be my opinion. Newcastle and Villa both recently got relegated. Yeah, they did. But I think Spurs would be a level up on that, wouldn't they? 100%. Spurs would be. Handball? No? Oh, they want an handball again there, but no. Yeah, it is. It is. Exactly that, Matt. It looks familiar to how we were under Jesse that season. No, it does. Looking at Spurs, and it just looks toxic. It looks like the players are arsed. Genuinely looks like, because it's Spurs, you just think, nah, maybe not. But they'll look very, very similar to what we looked when we went down under Jesse. Bang on, Jamie. What result are we looking for tonight? Ideally, a Palace win. But they pull away then, and I think there's a 6-point gap between us, and it won't be Palace. They'll jump someone. I can't remember who's just above them at the minute, but a draw wouldn't be end at will, but it'd be nice to keep Spurs rooted down there, wouldn't it? Go on, Palace. Palace look really good on counter. Free kick Palace, just in Spurs half. Something about it being Spurs makes me feel they'll be okay, but they look worse than the rest. 100%, Scott. Because it's Spurs, you just think, surely not. But they do look worse than Forest. They do look worse than us. They do look worse than West Ham. They do. They look the worst of the four, don't they? And on the form table, they're slap bottom at league in the last, 6, 7 games? Maybe even 10 games. They're in the bottom 3, and I think they're rooted to the foot of the table in terms of form. And this, if they don't win this, if they lose this, that'll be 3 back-to-back games under a new manager. Where's the new manager bounce? That you make a manager for in their desperate sort of position, hoping you get one. Even if that's all you get and it's a short-term measure, which I think Tudor is, you look at it and think, well, surely we get a bounce. If they don't win this, especially if they lose it, that's 3 losses in a row of a new manager. Mad. They'll even be taught then of, do we get somebody else in? Big Sam will end up there, I'm telling you. Big Sam. Harry Redknapp will be back. Where are Wolves going to finish? They're now playing really good. I'd still say bottom, Freddie, but there's an opportunity for them to jump above Burnley. Wharton, they could maybe finish 19th instead of 20th. I don't think they get out of it. I certainly don't think they finish any higher than 19th. Go on, Wharton. Go on. Strand Larsen. 2-1 Palace. Get up. Strand Larsen. Strand Larsen and Sarr are all over them. Strand Larsen and Sarr are all over them. Cannot live with them two. Well done, Palace. And you know what? This is what you do as an away side. For me, right now, this is what Leeds need to do away from home. Fucking have a go, Leeds. Have a go. They are attacking Tottenham, left, right, and centre, high press, quick. When they get the ball, they're knocking it forward quick. There's none of this patient build-up shit. They're attacking the hunting impacts. They're winning the ball high up, and they're onto them. Great goal. Great ball by Wharton. What a ball. Strand Larsen, goal. Fucking 2-1. Tell you what I've seen in this first half, Spurs are getting back in this. They haven't got the fight. They haven't got the desire. They don't even look like they've got the quality. Straight from the keeper's leg, Strand Larsen. Great goal. Great turnaround. Nothing less than what they deserve. And the defending for Tottenham is shocking. Absolutely abysmal. Nowhere to be seen. Get in. 2-1 Palace. Come on. Come on. Absolutely made up with that. 332 people watching. Thanks for your support. Smash us a like. Please subscribe. I'm now only 10 subscribers away from 6K. That is mad for me. Thanks so much. 2-1 Palace. Deserve it as well. Brilliant. Need be all back in, mate. Don't understand why we played some defensive side of the Man City game. Apparently, Board bought certain players for a style that Farke not really. Yeah, we bought players, physical, imposing, to play a direct sort of brand of football. You know, go long, win headers, get people in and around these players, and all of a sudden you've got Biol, your best attacker of a ball and defender in both boxes for me, aerially, not playing. That long throwing from Ampadu doesn't look a threat now when Biol's not the first contact. Corners, we were brilliant. We stacked taking him and Biol attacking him. Biol's not in there. Dominic Calvert-Lewin having no one close enough to him. It's not the way we should be playing. It's not what we recruited for. We're so far away in this brand of football now from what we recruited for. It's shocking. I agree with you on the offside. The green strip across the field. Dean, he was bang on, wasn't he? You could. It's laughable at this point. Laughable. You could see on the lines. You didn't need to even go to a fancy screen for that. Oi, Matty, have you calmed down yet? Just on my new telly. Had to claim on insurance. Oh, what happened with that then? Yeah, it is what it is. At least you've got a new telly. These things happen, mate. I'm all right, Andy. I've calmed down from Leeds result. I have whipped in by... Oh, so poor. Klein up right-hand side now. Come on, get a third. Get a third. Proper put them down. Let's do the goal difference in now. Man down. Palace are looking hungry for more. Wharton's having a great game. Having a great game. Please don't shout out score until Mike catches up. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Get in. 2-1 says Gavin. Amazing. Yeah, they were very lucky to stay up. Finished 17th. They only stayed up because of how poor everybody else was. Going to bring my mate in, Mr. Bosnas. Sorry.
How are you doing, mate? All right. All right.
Good game, this.
It's decent. The main thing for me is, look at Mickey van der Ven. Are these players actually wanting to play for this coach?
No.
I have serious questions about it.
Mad, innit?
Yeah.
This will be 3 losses in a row, mate, under a new manager. New bouncers gone, mate. Go
Who's
on.
not, by the way, who's not, for me, because I know him, because obviously I follow Juve.
Yeah.
He's not this bad. Genuinely. He's like, he's Sean Dyche with his kind of temperament, but more tactically astute. And this is mental.
Is he a bit of a disciplinarian as well, though?
Yeah, massively.
I just can't believe it. I mean, we're worried a little bit more than we were, Boss Nass. It looks bleak at Leeds, but although it's not really, it's been quite positive until the last few games. But imagine what Spurs fans are feeling now. 2-1 down. This could be a cricket score. There could be a few more goals come this way. And Romero, red carded. He steps in as captain, red carded. The lack of discipline at Spurs is laughable. Laughable.
Honestly, it feels like self-sabotage on like some levels.
Look, it just keeps going to shots at fans in the stadium.
Look at the state of them. Can you imagine though? These lot are watching probably. I don't know. This might be harsh, but I'm gonna say it. The worst Premier League team to win a championship, to win a title, is their most fiercest rivals. Because look, I out about this league this year. I think it's been poor, but they're having to watch Arsenal shithouse free kicks and corners to the way to a title, while they're in serious, real danger of getting relegated here.
Oh, 3-1.
Oh, 3-1.
3-1. Sam makes it 3.
Mate.
Oh, I can't even change it to bloody 2, but it's 3-1 now. 3-1.
They're going. They're going.
They're
fucking
literally
going
walking
home.
out.
They're going home.
Oh, get in there, pal. Oh, mate, that guy with hat on it keeps cutting to him. That he's fuming. They're literally.
No, he's raging. Mate,
I don't think they're
seriously.
going to bar. I think they're going home.
No, they're going home. They're going to Seven Sisters fucking underground station. I'm telling you that right now. Do we see a manager in the Premier League get sacked after 3 games?
Maybe tonight. I think the manner of the is it Sarr, mate. How good is Sarr, by the way? Wow, what a player! But the manner of this defeat could be a sackable, mate. Yeah, could be sackable.
I'm genuinely thinking if me and you were sat in a boardroom, if we're Enoch, if we're Enoch and we're in the board of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, are we looking at this and going, Sean Dyche, he's available?
If I were a Tottenham fan right now, I would be praying. Look at them, they're like, oh my god! If I were a Tottenham fan, I would be praying for Sean Dyche right now. No shit. No shit. Give him the same deal you've give Tudor and just pay him off. Pay Tudor off now, whatever it was. He said he could have to end the season, and you bring Dyche in 100%. How the mighty have fallen, Boss Nass, but
just because he knows the league and he's done it before.
Get him, Palace. Tell you what, mate. Palace won't be easy for us, Boss Nass. On back of this,
no,
that's going to be a tough away day for us.
Wow. Mate, you look at that team. Your Andy Whartons, Ismail Assar.
Great team.
Fucking, Strand Larson, who I won't put it against, really rubbing salt into the wound. Just, in fact, from fucking 1 to 11, they just have good players. I mean, the fact that they was even hovering above this relegation discussion kind of tells you that the promoted teams really did come up and shake it up this year. Well, 2 of them at least. But my goodness, how the mighty have fallen. Look at that stadium. Can you imagine that stadium in the Championship?
Yeah, I don't think we'll have to imagine it for much longer. I mean, I still get sidetracked with the whole it's Spurs, surely not, but look how toxic it is. This is
horrendous, mate.
This could be 5 or 6, Boss Nass.
Honestly, it could be. And do you know what it's like? It's like watching a car crash in fucking 4K, and I'm here for it.
It really is, isn't it? What do you reckon of Strand Larson? Playing well,
he's a good player. I mean, we knew this, mate. We've had discussions about this.
We have.
We was all talking as a fan base, 40 million. Do you know why we talk about? And look, people can get in the chat and tell me I'm wrong. We talk about 40 million is because we missed out almost 2 generations of Premier League football, almost 2 decades of Premier League football. So 40 million from where we kind of left the chat to re-entered the chat just seems ridiculous.
Yep.
When in actuality, it's just market price for somebody who will score your goals.
Yeah, no, it is. It is, and he's looking really, really good up top with Sarr off him. That's the decent part.
Yeah.
You think the pace and the dynamism what Sarr gives you, those flick-ons by that penalty come from Strand Larsen flicking on. They're going to be so hard to handle at home against Leeds United. That's going to be a tough gig for us.
Mate, especially you got to think as well, right? So they've been kind of they weren't really dragged into the conversation, but they was on the boundaries of the conversation. Could they kind of fall down enough to get dragged into this? You've got to think now, Palace beat Tottenham at Spurs Stadium, and then for them, if they beat us, that's it. They're on the beach at that point. So there is a genuine incentive just to get this season finished now for them.
Yeah, no, there is. It's I can't believe it. What a last 10 minutes that was. I felt like after the first 5 minutes in there, boss, I felt like there's going to be goals in this. It's going to be one of those crazy games. I didn't quite expect that last 10 minutes to be that crazy.
Do you know what I want? I want this to get crazy. I think the best thing for Leeds,
really ugly,
super ugly,
yeah.
super ugly. I wouldn't mind a second sending off. I wouldn't mind it being 4-5-1.
Thing is, you could see though, you could see a second sending off. They're so poor disciplined. It's so toxic there now. We saw what it was like at West Ham early in the season at home. That stadium there is as toxic as I've seen it anywhere this season.
I'm not being funny, right? That stadium, I don't know, people will say, I love Wembley Stadium. I've been to see a few of my teams there, not just in football, but in rugby league as well. I love it. I love the way you walk into the stadium. It has an aura about it. It has like a special feeling about it. You go, the view from anywhere in that stadium is immense. But this Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is not far off it. For fuck's sake, they have a go-karting thing underneath it.
It's mad, isn't it? Starry is like, I don't want it to get too ugly. I don't want Tudor gone. Yeah, maybe keep him a few more games yet. We'll see how it goes. But let's see.
I got to think this
earlier. I just want to get your thoughts on this. Loads of talk about us needing to play 2 up top. Back to Leeds now, obviously. For me, it's more creators we need as opposed to another striker up there. Do you think we need to look at bringing in, like say, a Tanaka and a Buonanotte going forward, rather than just lumping Metcher? Because he does that a lot anyway. He brings Metcher on towards end. He doesn't start with 2 up top. Sometimes we end up with that. But would you like to see us play someone, maybe just in behind?
You know what it is? At home, in this situation, I don't think, and I understand where Farke's coming from, but I don't think you can be as conservative to play 8 defensive players. I don't think, look, I don't think draws keep you in this league this year. I just don't think they do. I think you got to be brave. So I don't think 8 defensive players is somewhere where you can go week in, week out, unless, the opposition calls for it. And by that, I mean somebody who is leagues really above you in quality. That shouldn't have been the case against Sunderland. So yeah, I do think you've got to employ some more creative assets in there. Now, for me, that would be Tanaka, for the simple case that he has already pre-built chemistry with the squad that he's playing with.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Buonanotte, I would like to see utilised, but off the bench. I think Buonanotte could be an absolutely incredible impact player. I think he's one of those players that needs an arm around his shoulder and saying, I believe in you. I think you can do something. And if you don't feel hard on yourself. We can make substitute, like take the pressure off him and just go, look, Facundo, just go out there and feel free and try and link some players up. And I think he could do something. But for me, the starter that you automatically go for, because listen, I will go back to this. When Tanaka has a good game, we have droves, and I mean droves, the majority of people in the chat going, he's one of the best players at Leeds United. And then we have a couple of, he has a couple of mediocre performances and he needs to be out of the team. And I understand it, like football's an emotional game, but when Tanaka's on it, he's on it, and he can unlock things that other players in our squad just can't do.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think when you look at Leeds now, when you think, even Dan James coming back from fitness, you've got Tanaka, who's sort of looks like being ostracised. You've got Buonanotte, new signing, not really kicked the ball. Dan James is only just getting back to fitness, and Willie Nonto. if we play as cards right, boss, that's like 4 new signings coming in with 9 games to go.
Yeah.
We're all lively, excited just to be getting some footballs and minutes in the legs, pacey, attack-minded. That would be like an injection of enthusiasm if you use them in the right way, whereas now it's just dead weight, dead wood. Yeah, Dan James will come back into the fold. I think he's going to be the one out of all of them. I think gets more minutes. But if you utilise them 4 attacking options more often, that could really just be such a
it's all right, but
arm for us, mate.
do you know we've got a fork in the road coming up at Leeds United, because I think we do stay up. I think it's tight, but I think we stay up. But we've got a real fork in the road, because looking at, I mean, the proof's in the pudding. People can talk a good game. They can try and talk you into something which isn't actually reality. When we look at how Farke has actually utilised his squad, you've got to come down to it and go, right, you might tell us that you trust them, but evidently, from the evidence that we've seen, when players are tired, you don't. Do you know, like anybody who works in any workplace, you know, you could have a carpenter. Go, you're telling me you're a qualified carpenter, then why is this fucking door falling off its hinges? Do you know?
Yeah.
So it's one of them where we have to go, right, are we keeping Farke? And if so, there's major renovations that need doing, because the players that he almost nearly refuses to play decent minutes, if he's not going to play them, they're not. Why have them here? Cash out. Or if you believe in your squad, you've got to ask questions of why the manager's not played them. But both things can't be true.
No, I agree. I'm looking forward to late night Leeds tomorrow to get your opinion on everything in more detail, because there's a lot.
I've done you a thumbnail, mate. I don't know if you've seen in the group. I've actually sorted you one out.
Nah, spot. I didn't think of that earlier week. This one, Dan Windsor, 340 people watching currently. All those enjoying the watch along, can you show your appreciation? Subscribe to the channel, please. It only takes 1 click. I didn't write that, Mr. Dan did. It sounds like something I'd say, though. Please smash me a like. Please subscribe. I am currently 4 subscribers away from 6,000.
Oh, come on, boys. Come on, people. Let's do it. Let's do it in this half. Let's do it in this half time. But people, can we do it in this half time?
So yeah, that'd be class. But yeah, thanks so much, everyone watching. I didn't really think anyone would want to see a Leeds fan chat while watching Tottenham, but they are, and it's turned into a decent watch along this because a 3-1 down. So
do you know what it is, Matty? Whether people want to dress it up, or be an ostrich, put their head in the sand. This is we are in a relegation fight, and it don't feel like we deserve to be in one, because we've played good football this year. But whether we think we've been too good to be in a relegation fight is absolutely irrelevant, because we're in one.
Yeah, we are. And like I say, it doesn't actually feel fair. It don't feel fair. But this is what too many draws does. Too many draws. I said it earlier, Boss Nass, can lead you down the garden path thinking everything seems well, because a couple of draws and you go on a bit of a unbeaten run. But drawing 2 games and losing 1, you're best losing 2 and winning 1, aren't you? This is what West Ham have been doing. A couple of losses and they win back-to-back games, and Wolves have done it 2 wins in a row. Leeds have won 2 in a row this season.
That's crazy to think about, by the way. That's crazy to think about. And it's one of those things where it's like 3 draws, you don't have that down feeling which spoils your weekend, where you wake up in the morning and you go, oh shit, we lost that game yesterday. Oh, that felt bad. But 3 draws where you've washed your hands, is exactly the same thing.
Yep. Look at that. Ray, guy with the hat on, knows what he's talking about. This is Boss Nass. He doesn't know what he's talking about. We do a show every Friday night at 10 o'clock called Late Night Leeds. We even have a Leeds United quiz on there. If you watch me for the first time, make sure tomorrow you come back for Late Night Leeds. Loads of fun segments. 3 of us, Leeds quiz, review, preview. You'll love it. Trust me. Give it a chance tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And by the way, 6,007 subscribers. Come on. Come on. I never take anything for granted on here. I'm just a fat lad from Leeds with a microphone in my front room. Look at this. I'm in my living room. Look at the state of it. I'm in my living room. Got too many kids, not enough bedrooms. I appreciate each and every one of you that gives me the time of the day. I love this man. He's a friend I know through just doing this channel.
Hey, listen, we are not a celebrity. We are not celebrities. We are just you guys on a screen, but we love being with you. So come on, let's see if we can let's see if we can get 10 more in the next before we start. Let's try and get to 6,014, man.
I'm made up with that. Thanks so much for everyone watching, and yeah, that's class. Wow. Mad. But yeah, it's 3-1 to Palace, mate, and it could end up being.
Oh, do you know what? I want it to as well, Matty. I want it to.
People saying in chat, though, a lot of people saying we don't want it to be too bad because we don't, like here. Why would you want it to be completely destroyed? Because Tudor possibly sacked. Surely it's better he stays. Not necessarily, though.
Do you know what my point? Do you know what my thing, Matty? My thing in this is that when we went down, we fell on our sword by going from, was it Gracia to Big Sam, and it's like the more you cannot. I think if you're in a dressing room, the more faces that you come in and say, because a new face will come in and say, "You're a good player. I believe in you. This, that, and the other. This, that, and the other." The more people that say that to you, and you still lose, and you still lose, and you still lose, you just think bullshitter. There's no saving this club. Genuinely.
No, I agree. Joseph watched the first half, had to poo in here, had to pop in here for the second half. Comedy gold, evening, Matty and Boss Nass. Joseph, one of the biggest supporters of Late Night Leeds ever.
Yeah, good lad, Joseph.
Massive support.
Mate, 6,000 though. Take a second, by the way.
I'm blagged, mate. I'm blagged. It's crazy. I'm just.
Can we get the clapping sound for all the people in the chat that's got you there?
You know, get the clapping. A round of applause.
Yeah.
Well, now here we go. Applause, intense applause. 7 Thank you very much. It's crazy.
6,000's an achievement, though, Matty. Honestly, it is.
Mad, innit?
Yeah. Do you know what? It was a lot easier back in the day because there wasn't as many options. Now people can pick and choose where they go, mate. And 6,000 is a big achievement. So I take my hat off to you.
Yeah, I'm buzzing. You know what it is? A lot of people, like even you, say, "Bloody hell, you do a lot." Like you're not, people do think you're tired. You're not tired. Do videos every day and stuff. But like I said to you all the time, mate. Look how enthusiastic. I just can't help it, mate. I love it, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is my spare time. This is my fun time. This ain't work. This ain't my job. This is just this is a pleasure and a privilege to be able to come on here and have anyone care. So why aren't I going to do it? You know what I mean? So
yeah, like man. Tim Darley says, mate. Congrats on the 6K, lad. Absolutely, mate. It's easy to say 6K. 6,000 people have clicked on that subscribe button to watch you, mate. That's massive.
And you, and AG, and Onion.
Well, we're only here once a week usually.
But yeah, absolutely buzzing with that. Thank you. 370 in the chat, 202 likes. Please tickle the likes. Top Banana always driving the likes, mate. Thanks so much for your support, pal. Trevor, Matty, when Spurs go down, will they still be called one of the top 6 teams? Well, yeah, maybe in Championship, pal. Maybe in Championship. Let's just say,
have you seen that? Can I get your opinion on that?
What?
Championship playoffs going from top 6 to top 8.
Why? Is it?
I don't understand it because obviously first 2 go up, so you had 4 people in the playoffs. Now it's going to the top. Now it's going from 3 to 8. So what if you finish 1 point out of the top 2? You can lose to someone who's barely finished in the top half.
Yeah.
I think that's mental.
It's crazy, that, boss. When you actually word it like that, that's craziness. Cut that. Spursy supporter. League won't let us go down.
What do you mean?
The league won't let us go down, as in the corruption, which we know is there.
Well,
imagine a VAR call to send them down or not. Which way is it going?
Well, listen, I don't give a crap because at the end of the day, you're not keeping Kolo Muani at the end of the season. He's coming back to Juve. He's wanted to be there all season. So we'll have him back. And by the way, no one's too big to go down. No, I know your stadium's mental. It's good. Listen, I ain't even a Spurs hater. I loved David Ginola. Those kind of players. The Spurs way of playing football. But Spurs haven't played Spurs in a Spurs kind of way for years now.
This would be the biggest relegation in history when you consider Europa. Yeah, but these weren't Europa League last season, so it's probably bigger in terms of.
I know, but didn't we go Champions League semi-final to relegate in 2 years?
Yeah, which is massive. But they won a Europa League, so do you know what I mean? At the stadium, it's probably more to it saying this is bigger.
I'd say it's bigger. Yeah, I'd say it's bigger.
I would if they go down. I'm not saying.
I'd say it's probably the biggest relegation ever.
It would be if Spurs went down. and financial ruin, you would imagine. Would
I don't know, mate. I don't, because I honestly, I don't know what their situation is.
Well, they ain't
But
going to fill the stadium, are they? They're not going to put too many bums on seats in the Championship, I wouldn't imagine.
Could you imagine Can you imagine
Can
you imagine Millwall going to Spurs?
Mate, Millwall might pass them. West Ham fan, what's your prognosis for Spurs? Go on, boss.
I think Spurs are way more favourites to go down than West Ham. That might be recency bias, but at least West Ham look like a team that are wanting to fight for each other. These look like they don't give a shit.
No, I know. They really don't, mate. They really don't. Whereas West Ham and Forest yesterday both looked like they had ample quality and they looked like they were playing for the management badge, didn't they? Both sides yesterday looked brilliant. So,
do you know what it is for me, Matty? Right? You look at that West Ham team.
Thank you, Chris.
You look at that West Ham team for me, right? And if they go down, say their squad, they've got a squad of 25 players. Just it probably isn't that.
Yeah.
I would say half of them you could expect not to get decent moves. There'd be quite a few of them that would be expected to go down to the Championship and play in the Championship.
Yeah, I agree.
This Spurs team, every single one of them,
they'd want
could
out.
get a move.
Yeah, they could get a move, and I think they'd want out as well. But they could get that move. Yeah, you're right. You could, 100%.
So for me, when you like, if you're playing, and you might have some pride for the badge, but at the end of the day, it's like if you can get that move, then are you that bothered?
No. Hey, listen, it's wild to say this Spurs supporter. I think you all forget just how big Spurs are. Not talking like an idiot, but it's so bad for the league if we go down. Wouldn't surprise me if they change the format to relegate 2 teams only. You must be joking there, pal. You must be joking. Gotta be joking.
But where do you put Spurs in like if you had a league table for London clubs, where do you put Spurs, Mary?
For London
for me,
clubs,
yeah,
below Arsenal, below Chelsea.
Yeah. They're above West Ham, but just
marginally above West Ham. I'd say
nail it that.
Spurs, West Ham, Fulham.
Yeah.
Unless I'm missing anyone. Yeah, I'd say
I would say that.
But third flatters them. They're massively behind second. You know what I mean? Like massively behind.
Yeah, Arsenal and Chelsea, the big by distance, the biggest, and he'll be spitting feathers. That dude, he won't be able to handle that.
Yeah, no, I know. Honestly, I can't get over some comments in here waiting 6K, man. I'm buzzing. Thank you. Remember Henderson when he was at Sheffield United?
Can I want to have a chat with you, Matty, about something?
Yeah, go on, mate.
It's about how people define what a big club is. Because for me, there's a difference between a big club and a successful club. For me, a successful club is built around trophies.
Yeah, of course.
A big club is if you go on your holidays and you see people wearing your team shirt anywhere you go in the world. If you think I can see somebody wearing I will see somebody in a Leeds shirt. That to me is a big club. When you can span the globe with fan bases all over, because to me that's what makes Leeds massive. I can go anywhere in the world, and I guarantee you, if I go around a city, I'll see at least a couple of people in a Leeds shirt.
But a club can be bought by, cash-rich bloody owners and win a couple of trophies, and then dominate and have a period of success. But that doesn't make them a big club. The history, the big clubs, it's built on foundations that spread decades.
This is my point. If a Saudi billionaire bought Charlton Athletic and they won the Premier League and the FA Cup, are they a big club?
No, they're loving life. But they're not a big club. Look at
Bournemouth.
Look how good Bournemouth have done, and Brentford have done. Brilliant clubs, really well run clubs. But look at the scale of the club.
Not a big club.
Not a big
it's
club.
Not a big club. I'm not being funny, right? If you went to Italy and somehow Lecce got bought by some billionaire and they won 4 Scudetti in a row, they're still not as big as fucking Inter Milan. I'm not having it.
Rich. No, I agree. Oh man, this is funny. Right then, boss Nas. I'm going to get into chat. Shall I bring you out and then bring you back at full time?
No, mate. Because I'm about to put. I've got. I'll tell you before I go. I'll tell you. Because I'm gluten free, I don't really ever get to have like takeaways or stuff like that. The other day, I was on Morrison's
Yeah.
and I was looking about, and you know, have you ever heard of a takeaway called Leon?
Yeah.
Have you?
Look at me. Yeah, I know, Leon.
Anyway, they brought out some gluten-free chicken burgers, mate. So yeah, I'm going about to slap some of them in the oven. But yeah, I don't think I'll come on at full time, mate. I think I'll call it for the night. But yeah,
Well, if you come back on, then brilliant. And if you don't, love it. And we'll see you
we'll see
tomorrow
what
night anyway.
happens. I think you'll bail quite quickly after this because you did like a 4 or 5 hour one the other night, didn't you?
Yeah, almost 4 hours overnight when it was crazy.
All right, chat. Peace and
Right,
love.
love you, man. See you tomorrow if I don't see you later on.
Yeah,
Bye
right,
bye,
mate.
boss Nas. What a guy. What a guy. Love my mate, boss Nas. Make sure you're back tomorrow for late night Leeds. I'm grateful on the 6K. Can't wait. Leeds v Liverpool, August the 2nd on Soldier Field will be my first and probably only Leeds game. That honestly, the American tour, what an opportunity for people over there to go. My mate Bill, who were in the chat earlier, dying to get to Ellen Road. Best opportunity to see Leeds is one of those games. So yeah, hopefully he gets a ticket for it. Palace attacking out on the right. We need more goals. I know some people don't want Tudor sacked, but I just want these to absolutely pummel tonight. Playing really good football at Palace. So, like I say, watching this, keen eye on Spurs. Hopefully they get beat. Looks like that's going to happen. Oh, nice play. Nice. Go on, Archie, lad. Tackle him now. Nice little play by Archie Gray there, to be fair. Come across, well defended Palace. But we're also watching Palace as well, knowing that they're our next league game. So, and they look really good. Watching, I ain't going to lie, watching this, don't want to spin a negative, but I am massively confident we'll go beat Palace. But I tell you what I want. I want Leeds to attempt to beat Palace. I want Farke to put outside that will attempt to go win the game. We'll play on the front foot, as you're seeing West Ham do away from home, as you're seeing Forest do away from home, as you're seeing Palace tonight away from home in a big game for Palace. Because they before tonight, especially, they'll still felt like they're in it. Palace winning and winning well today just eases there. You know, it's another side who'll feel like they're just about there then. Reckon Archie will wanting to be come back. Yeah, maybe. Cut price deal as they get relegated. They just look so poor, the Spurs. I mean, Archie Gray's probably been their best player tonight. Archie Gray's playing really well, to be honest. Got the assist as well. He's doing all right on that right-hand side. Just for a bit of perspective, Matty, Woking FC has a capacity of 6,008, pal. Come on, the 10K, Matty. Thanks, Tim. Thank you. I hit 4K a couple of months ago, and yeah, like I say, I do a lot of, I don't want to annoy anybody, but I do a lot of content. I put a lot of content out there, but I do it just because I enjoy it. I don't do it for expecting anything other than I just like doing it. So if I do your heading because I pop up too much, then I apologise. But yeah, it's good for my head as well. You know, it's really good for my head. Top Banana, 6,000. Wow, I know, Top Banana. You've been there pretty much from beginning as well, aren't you, pal? Archie's playing really well. Really, really well. Feel for him that he's at such a bloody shit house of a club, but it's a path he chose, isn't it? It's a path he chose. And he won a Europa League last season, so he hasn't done bad, has he? Yeah, you would say that though. Mate, Spurs are a big club. I don't think Spurs are as big as what I think Spurs fans think they are. You haven't had a successful period of winning stuff. You've just had a successful period of being up there. I mean, the bridesmaids never really the bride. The Europa League last season were brilliant, but luckily for you, you had 3 sides who came up who were so poor. You wasn't in a relegation battle last season, even though you were down where you are now, you know. But winning the Europa League were massive last season. And I actually think if you'd have stuck with your manager, you maybe won't be in this mess, genuinely. And yeah, I get revenue and I get all that, mate. But it's football. I hate the fact that finances ruin game for me. I'm old school. I ain't really asked about that. I look at the side you've got on pitch now, and I think they don't fight for the badge. They don't really want to be there. They've already got their eye on a move for me. Some of these Tottenham players, like I say, about Europa League, it's not you're not challenging for trophies year in year out. You're up there. You've competed. About the last couple of years, you have, but competing's what Archie Gray spins his man. Poor ball by Archie. Goes to back post. Keep him out. Paulinho, poor shot. Put Spurs in West Ham Stadium and they're bigger. They're no bigger. Rich Beffer, congratulations on 6K. You deserve it. On to 10K. Cheers, Rich. Hey, let's not start saying 10. Let's on to 7. On to 7, mate. 10's probably about 12 months away. Maybe longer. 7. Cheers, Rich. Richard J. Barlow. Well, good luck, Leeds. Hope that we both stay up. Let's have done that. Leeds have done their time in the Championship and more. Yeah, we've done way too long. Archie Gray again. Good run. It's not a penalty. Archie Gray's having a great game, by the way. Superb game. Man, playing at match 4. Spurs. He literally looks about 12 still, doesn't he? It wasn't a penalty, that Archie, mate. You just got out-strengthed. West Ham are in financial straits. It came out last week that even if they stay up, they will be operating at a Championship club in the Premier League and might have to sell assets. Bonus. Oh, really, Michael? I didn't see that. Fair enough. Long throwing coming in for Spurs. Danso with a long throw. Headed out by Larson. Really liking what I'm seeing from Stan Larson tonight. They're going for it second half. Well, they've got to, haven't they? They've got to flame in for catcher. They haven't got a choice. One sec. Just yeah, Milky, there's a Spurs fan who I've started watching recently. Can't remember his name now, but he's absolutely funny. He's absolutely hilarious. I love him. I actually almost didn't do a watch on tonight just so I could watch his reaction, but I'll go back and watch his reaction. It's funny. He always says fam. You know what I mean? Fam. It's so funny. He'll be raging with this. Absolutely raging. Leeds big in the US now. Love their streams. Yeah, Leeds just need to stay in Premier League, don't we? To stay international. Found your channel a couple of weeks ago. Subscribe tonight. Thanks, Kev from Cornwall. Thank you so much. Love Cornwall. Went to Lou a couple of years ago. Been to Mevagissey and St Austell a few times. Love Cornwall. Need to get back there soon. Big club comes from a big city. Yeah, I suppose it always starts with there as well, doesn't it? There's a difference between a big club and a big shit club. Like having concentrated on a stadium and forgetting to sort the team out on the pitch. All boxed up. Nailed it. Yes, boss man. How are we doing, Average Joe here? What happens to Archie? Don't know. You never know with Archie. If Spurs were to go down, maybe he'd stay. Maybe he's one that would stay there. You don't know, do you? But I think we are getting a little bit too ahead of ourselves saying Spurs are going down. But Spurs look poor. And I'd be more worried as a Spurs fan now than I would a Leeds fan. Archie's, Milky's having a great game. He's the only player is Archie Gray that looks like he cares. That's a fair assumption of Archie Gray. And any Spurs fans watching this, Archie Gray looks like the only player that gives a shit. And at his age, it's embarrassing with some of the experience in and amongst him. Playing really well. 100% Andy. We don't play on the front foot away. No, we don't, Jamie. We sit back. We play for a draw, and that's how you get these narrow losses. That's how you go 1-up and end up drawing game last minute at Villa, and kind of being happy with it. Strand Larson in box here, well worked. Alan Wharton, can he get on his left foot? Right foot blocked by Spurs. Get those Imagine Not Being Leeds t-shirts on there too. Too good to miss. Cheers. Yeah, I do need to promote my t-shirts a bit. I'll start doing it. I feel uneasy doing it, but I'll start doing it. Everyone keeps telling me to promote them, but I do have Imagine Not Being Leeds t-shirts. But yeah, another night, Dave. Michael Brown, hold on, in behind here, a Palace. Cross-face at goal. Thought that were in then. Congratulations on reaching 6K. You worked hard for it, and it's well deserved. Thanks so much, mate. I put a lot of time into it. I don't feel like I've worked a minute on this channel in terms of feeling like work. That's for sure. I just love it. I put a lot of time into it, though. A lot of time and effort, but I just love it. So yeah, it doesn't feel like work at all. But yeah, thanks so much. For everyone watching. from where I was a few years ago as a person, mentally, yeah, not in a good place to where I am now. I actually can't believe it. So, thank you. Zaki, just subscribed. I'm a fellow Leeds supporter working in Europe and missing home immensely. Oh, whereabouts in Europe are you, Zaki? I'm sure Leeds is missing you too, pal. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it, mate. Hope you're safe and well wherever it is you are, pal. If Palace scores 6, our goal difference will be the same. That's what I'm looking at. That's why people are saying they don't want Spurs to get hammered because they don't want the manager to change. There's no guarantee the manager would change. There's no guarantee if they changed it wouldn't get worse. But the goal difference is a guaranteed. If they concede a couple more goals, it starts to feel even better from a Leeds standpoint. So, yeah, some damage were done yesterday with West Ham winning and Forest doing what they did at City. But Spurs getting beat is a decent result for Leeds. Conor Gallagher down right hand side. Well defended there, Palace. But if they get beat well, but a couple more goals on it would and a red card to go, 3-match ban for Van der Ven. It really turns into a really good night. Not just for Leeds, for West Ham, for Forest, and obviously ultimately for Palace. But look at the faces of Tottenham fans. They are absolutely beside themselves. 6K is half the capacity of Bournemouth Stadium. Wow, Paul. It's mad when you look at it like that. Yeah, smash a like, Pete. Thank you. Well done to Leeds. Tottenham are going to get beaten by Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. Yeah, Cookie, they do. They do. They just don't look at it. They don't like the care, do they? Corner for Spurs, whipped in, cleared by Palace. The Leeds lens, crazy start. Spurs have picked up so many points at home as we have away 10. Wow, that is a crazy start. That is a crazy start. Is that a free kick, Spurs, or is it a goal kick, Palace? Get up, you melt. Yeah, it's a get up, Porro. Trying to milk there a free kick. Kamada's just physical. Get up. Goal kick, Palace. I meant to be cooking my dinner, but can't miss the match as want to see 6 getting past Spurs. Yeah, Milky. So please, says Nige, for Matty on 6K. Fully deserved, my friend. Onwards to 10K. And you are a friend indeed, Nige. A very good friend of mine through having this channel. So thank you for that, mate. I really appreciate it. It's mad. It's crazy. It's crazy. I always said, imagine having a couple of 100 people, 200 subscribers. And then I remember saying to Mrs. when I first started, 15, 16 months ago, saying, it won't happen. I never stick it out long enough to see out through. No one will want to hear what I've got to say. I remember the first couple of streams doing preview for Coventry. We played Coventry at Ellen Road, and I was sat in corner in my room with Bielsa picture behind me, and he had a stool with a couple of bottles of ketchup, a bottle of ketchup and a bottle of brown sauce, and my phone balancing on my ketchup with some notes sellotaped aside at the stool, and I was just, crazy, just crazy. Not actually doing what I started to, just sort of off the cuff, just as a fan, just loving it, trying to read all stats out and make sure I got everything right, and then taking 20 takes of the video over and over again to get it right. It's like, what am I doing? Just enjoy being on camera speaking about football, and if people like it, they'll gravitate to you. Now, obviously, like, not even a Leeds. Are they through here? No, I thought they were through then. Not even a Leeds stream, Leeds implications in this game, yes, but for over 300 people watching me. Unbelievable. Thanks so much to everybody. Honestly, I love you all to bits. Ask Gemini, I'd have been much happier if we had won. This totally really give us much of an advantage. It doesn't give us much of a... No, I get that. I mean, out of every team, if I'm honest, I would have preferred... If Spurs had won today, but West Ham and Forest would have both lost yesterday, I would have preferred that. But this is someone who's currently below us who would have jumped us today, and seeing us move down a position, Ask Gemini, would have been torrid, to be fair. It would have been horrendous going into, the weekend off in terms of the Premier League. We've got to wait till next weekend, haven't we? Bringing on Brennan Johnson now against his former club. Could there be a little story there? I think so. Plenty of space to get him behind. He's pacey, he's quick, he's got a good finish on him. I take Brennan Johnson to come on and get a goal here. Exactly Matty side before self every time. Spurs supporter, in normal season conditions, we're more than likely to be relegated, but we all know the league won't let it happen. Not trying to be awkward, but we all know it won't happen. They'll do so. I don't think the league can do anything. I mean, you say that first goal for Palace for me wasn't offside, and they tried the best there. But I think if you're going to concede 3-4 goals a game, which this could be more than 3, they can only do so much, can't they? They can chalk the odd goal off, but this you can't chalk off, 3 goals, can they? So Maybe Harry will come back to save him. Maybe. Steve Brown, well done on 6K, mate. Recent growth in the channel has been amazing and well deserved. Thank you, pal. Thanks so much, Steve. Thanks for watching as much as you do, buddy. Leeds played on the front foot against Newcastle away. They kept pressing. Newcastle led up to the 90th minute, imploded, losing 4-3, but they really brought Newcastle toothless now. Ray, exactly how I want us to play away from home with that Newcastle performance. Don't concede 4. It was a basketball game. It was an enjoyable game, stressful for a fan, enjoyable for a neutral. One of the best games of football, I think, this season in the Premier League with that 4-3 loss to Newcastle. I do think that's the way we need to set up. Be a little bit more pragmatic. Not gun-ho all game, but to go away to Newcastle and score 3 goals, why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we setting up and giving ourselves that opportunity in every other away game? Go on, Palace. Oh. Matt, even if Leeds United stay up, should the manager's position be looked at with Thomas Frank, who had a decent record at Brentford, there's going to be there's many options out there of people out of work, and there'll be a lot more options of decent upcoming managers and coaches in Europe as well who'd fancy a crack at Premier League as well. So it will get looked at. How we end the season will determine whether Farke is wanted by the fans and ultimately wanted by the board. Staying up isn't enough. He has to stay up, but staying up isn't enough. It has to be the way he stays up. To keep his job, it has to be done in a manner, I think, that shows he's adapted. Because, if we stay up, say we scrape it, and then we bring in some players, then you start next season and we have a poor start, I reckon they make the change early. I don't think they gamble like they gambled this season after Forest, he turned it round after City. I don't think they do that. I think he's been there long enough now to say, right, the next bad patch is off. I'd much rather give that to a manager with a full pre-season. But right now, I still think there's enough there to warrant not talking about a managerial change. When I feel like his position untenable, I'll come on here and I'll say, get him out like I did after we lost 3-1 away at Forest. But right now, I feel like we all just need to. Solanke's in behind for Spurs, cuts inside, 3-2. Oh, good save. I thought it was 3-2 then. Good save, Henderson. I don't think it needs to be spoke about now. I understand the conversation of in the summer. I do think if anyone speaks about sacking him now, I think it's mad. In the summer, it's a conversation that will be had and could potentially happen. I actually think I'm probably 60-40 on thinking he will leave in the summer. Not that I want him to leave, but I think I'm airing more and he will leave no matter what happens. But I do think he's sort of managing, coaching now for his position next season, and he has to have a strong end to the season. My Spurs are massive in the modern game. It's all about revenue these days, and Spurs are huge. Leeds will be when we. Yeah, I understand all that, mate. I don't like it, but maybe it's just that as a opposing fan, and they're not very likable in terms of what they've said and what they've done. So I don't massively like Spurs. I've not got no sort of like soft spot for them at all. I look at them and just think, bit of a greedy club wanting that Super League don't sit well with me. You're a big club in terms of your financials, yeah, but financials, that for me makes you. It means you can compete. They're a big club, they are, but they're not as big as what they think they are. I don't think. I really don't. I think Leeds are a bigger club than Spurs. Genuinely do. And people will laugh at that. I don't care. I do. Probably is laughable that, but fuck it. I bothered. Wait for the next comment to come in. There are loads of Leeds fans in Cornwall. Are there, John? Love that. West Ham could get 6 points deduction. I've not seen that anywhere, Peter, to be fair. Am I crazy saying Leeds are a bigger club than Spurs? Sorry, I've had a rough couple of days. Let me know, Leeds fans. All the gear, but no idea. Tottenham Hotspur, all the gear, no idea. Well done, Mike. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Imagine Not Being Leeds. Subscribed. Get subscribing, lads and lasses. Matt is class act. Thanks, Eddie. Thank you, man. And they are. Everyone's subscribing. Been mental. There's about 60 subscribers tonight. I can't believe it. Mental. Tottenham sacking their manager after winning a trophy deserves to go down. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah. Winning Europa League than sacking them. I understand the whole Portland League, but the Portland League now. -7 goal difference. Come on. Get a goal or two more. Great ball in behind. Strand Larsen running channel. Nice turn. Oh, good effort by Strand Larsen. Nice turn. Effort with curling effort with his left foot. How wide was that? Nice little turn by Strand Larsen. Classy player. Yeah, about a metre or two wide. Do you think Arsenal will win the league? Yeah, I do, mate. Yeah, I think they'll finally win it. Get Dele Alli on. Watch our mental health, Matty. Thinking of just Joe Paul, lad. Negativity can be. Yeah, Ray. I know, mate. He's a friend of mine, is Joe, and he's doing a lot better now. He's doing really well. He's about 65 days sober now, is Joe. Get in there. Get in there. But yeah, I've had mental health struggles, pal. I'm in a good place now, but I do sometimes like to talk about it because I try and raise awareness for it. I did do a charity walk from Old Trafford to Ellen Road last October with some friends, subscribers who are now friends. There were about 10 or 12 of us, walked from Old Trafford to Ellen Road. Took us 19 hours, 44 miles, raised money for Andy's Man Club mental health charity and Leeds Autism Services because one of my twin boys, 6-year-old Jonah, has autism. He's autistic, however you want to word it, has daily struggles, doesn't find things easy. So we did that walk and it killed me. I'm a big lad. 19 hours it took us. And we raised £1,100 for Andy's Man Club and we raised £1,100 for Leeds Autism Services. So yeah, we did that. This channel did that. My friends did that. And we're thinking and hoping to do something similar this season, end of this year. So yeah, and anyone can join in and help us complete a mammoth task. But yeah, and I appreciate you saying that, mate. Thank you. Stealth mode. Just realised I'm not subbed. I am not though. Congrats on 6K, mate. All leads that way. Get to 50K like Conor McGilligan. Easy. You're way more entertaining. Don't know about that, mate. And I'm certainly nowhere near as professional. But guess what? I don't want to be professional. I'll never do this as a job. I'll do it as a hobby, and yeah, and I hope that comes through. That I just enjoy doing it. Post when I want to post, not because I have to post. And I think that's penalty. No. Oh, other way. I thought it was a penalty for Palace. Then Strand Larsen gets ahead of the defender there, but it looks like he's caught the defender. See this again. Yeah, 50-50 that. Yeah, it's not a penalty. Not watching Matty, listening lol, watching Spurs get spanked. Yeah, too right. To be fair, I'm not really commenting on game, to be fair. I'm just sort of chatting with my mates out while watching it. Formula Prog, really laugh watching Spurs, but I do think they'll stay up. Watching them, if you just forget who they are and just watch it as a game of football, Tottenham look the worst side who are currently in trouble and in the conversation to go down, don't they? They look the worst side. The fact it's Tottenham Hotspur who are now bringing on who they're bringing on, it makes it, bringing on Xavi Simons, it just makes it, and Richarlison, just makes you think surely these don't go down. I mean, they're bringing on Richarlison and Xavi Simons. What I will say is, why weren't they starting the game? At 3-1 down with a man sent off, you're done at this point for me. 17 minutes left and you're bringing on Richarlison and Xavi Simons. Wild. How many minutes left? I'm a little bit behind on chat. Currently, 17 minutes plus stoppage time. Sunderland put a 35 million bid in for Brennan Johnson. Thank God we didn't get him in Jan. I like Brennan Johnson. He hasn't been great at Palace, but I do like him. You deserve it, Matty, my friend. Cheers, John. You are a good friend as well, mate. Thanks for your support, buddy. Liverpool, Spurs, West Ham, Man City, Forest, Fulham, Palace, Leeds. I don't know whether you like to hear this, Arthur, but I could see all of the relegation threatened sides not winning. I don't think West Ham... I think Spurs lose at Liverpool. I think Man City beat West Ham. I think Forest have the easiest fixture at home to Fulham. And I think Palace... Yeah, Pedro Porro's fuming. He's been subbed off. That's what I mean. Pedro Porro's walked past everyone there and just smashed the seat in the bench. He's up. Look at him kicking off. The discipline at Spurs will send you down. Look at the state of Pedro Porro. Straight past manager. Don't want to fucking shouting at manager. Smash its chair. Honestly, what a shit show. Bottle on floor. Wow. I would be fuming as a Spurs fan to see that. Look at him mouthing off. Ill discipline's going to send you down, Spurs. Shocking. Absolute shithouse of a player, mate. Perform better. Shocking. I'd hate to see that at Leeds United. Wow. Well done for 6K. Thanks, Springbong. Thanks so much, man. Goal kick Spurs. Palace. Are you from Waking? No, I'm from Leeds, mate. I live in Allerton Bywater, so I've got a Wakefield postcode. But I live in Allerton Bywater, which is almost Castleford. But I grew up in Old Farnley. If anyone's from Leeds, lives in Leeds, Old Farnley, went to Farnley Park High School. So, yeah, LS12 lad, born and bred. I only moved to Allerton Bywater about 6 years ago. So I've literally grown up 15-minute walk from Ellen Road. 15-minute walk, 5-minute drive, maybe half an hour walk for me. But yeah, just down the ring road, past Matalan, where I used to work when I was 16. But yeah, literally, even now I could jump in a car and be at Ellen Road in 15 minutes. So yeah, a Leeds fan who's on here loves his club, and I get told I sound proper Yorkshire and proper Leeds. So that sometimes bodes well, doesn't it? Oh, nice bit of play there by Simmons. Tricky play. I can't believe he didn't start Simmons over Charleston. Maybe there's he's gone in there and he's bringing a few people down a peg or two. Some of the egotistical players, which we know Richarlison's got a bit of an ego. Javi Simmons is a flair player. Maybe there's a bit of Farke in him there who maybe don't like the risky players who lose the ball. But mad that he didn't start with them too. Conor Gallagher on bench as well, who's been poor. Even Spurs fans say they can't believe paying Conor Gallagher 200 grand a week. But it just looks a shit show. You've got a red card for the captain on top of the original captain, Romero, who I can't believe he's a captain because he's so poor with discipline. And then to see Pedro Porro go off there and act like that to manager in front of all his fans, slamming his water bottle down, punching the seats. 9 games to go, and Spurs, you have an uphill battle to turn this round. Talk about how much quality you've got as much as you want. You've got some bad eggs in there. And there's a reason why I think why Leeds didn't do much business in January. And it's a risk of bringing in a bad egg or two when the harmonious group you've got are settled and doing well. You can bring in a bad egg, can't you? And Spurs look like they've got several. They really, really do. I hope not, mate. I hope not. I see Tanaka and Nonto going. Yeah, me too. End of season, I think Tanaka and Nonto go. The saving grace potentially could be Daft Bucks is we don't know who the manager will be next season. And I think in the players, everyone will be aware that there is, even with a good end to the season, there's still a chance that maybe they'll move on to someone else. Maybe. But if Farke remains, there'll be no Ramazani coming back and playing. There'll be no Tanaka. There'll be no Nonto. These players will move on. They'll want to move. Will Hughes coming on for Palace. Evening, Matty. How are you doing, Raj? Small quiz for you. Guess what team we played on game week 30 in 22-23 season? We are playing them next week in game 30. Leeds that, hoping only for the best. Great show, by the way. Thanks so much, Raj, for tuning in, buddy. Palace away is going to be a tough one on this performance, mate. It really, really is. Really, really is. Farke never took us Leeds fans from day one. Not 100% at fan base were dialed in. No, a lot of people didn't want him. I was happy with the appointment. I was happy when he remained for second season after failing first season. Didn't mind it. There's only been one time I wanted him sacked, and it would after losing to Forest. But yeah, I'm happy where we are currently. But we're going to have to make sure he's going to have to change. He's got to be less predictable in the coming games. He has to be braver. He has to trust his squad more. If he doesn't do that, Leeds will be in trouble. But what I will say is the fight, the heart, the desire, the love for the badge, the will to win is all there. We are competing in every game we play. Spurs are. And hard work beats talent every day of the week when talent don't work hard. And I look at Spurs and think they've got huge talent. They don't work hard enough at badge. They just don't. They don't, in my opinion. Spuds are bigger, but not by as much as they think. Everton and Villa are bigger than Spurs. Yeah. Honestly, says Rad Music Chat, I don't pay attention to other clubs. Is Archie not very good? Archie's best player on the pitch for Spurs. Not hard like, but best player on pitch for Spurs. Had a really good game. 427 people in chat. Thanks so much. Smash me a like if you don't mind. Please subscribe if you're new here. We've hit 6K tonight. Unbelievable for me. 6,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. I keep getting told to put a lot of hard work into here. I'm on here a lot. It's not work. It's just my hobby. I love it. But yeah, if you're not subscribed and you're one of the 400 watching, smash a subscribe on here. If you like Leeds content, if you're a Leeds fan, if you're not a Leeds fan but you just like football content in general, there's plenty of it on this channel. And make sure tomorrow you come back to Late Night Leeds. If you are up at 10 o'clock tomorrow night, which you are almost are at this time tonight, make sure you tune in for Late Night Leeds tomorrow night. It'd be nice to have over 200 people in building tomorrow. Maybe not 400. I don't think we'll get to those numbers every night, but I appreciate when I do, so thanks so much. Watch Wolves get out of relegation. Imagine that'd be the biggest turnaround ever, won it, but surely not. Surely not. Bring Archie home, says Alex. Maybe we're not a bigger club, but us supporters are more loyal. Yeah, we are. We are. Nobody has fans like us, especially not Spurs. Grounds half empty, Eric. Our fans are we're just a different breed, aren't we? We're just a different breed. I think because we've been hurt so many times and we still show up. I mean, how many sides? I mean, I've been to a few away games this season, about maybe 5 or 6. How many sides do you know can spend all day travelling to London and be sat in the Emirates 5-0 down, singing 5-0 down, we don't give a fuck? Like how many sets of fans all remain in the seats and sing that? Spurs, oh, good attack that. Spurs, poor ball, cleared by Klein. Yeah, how many clubs have supporters who would sit there after spending all that money and all that time and sit there and sing 5-0 down? Who gives a fuck? We're 5-0. We're just a different breed. We're a different breed at Leeds. Thank you for the charity work. My nickname is Tompy. Cheers, Spritball. Will always be an advocate for mental health charities. Always been an advocate of that. I've even got a mental health channel that started. I haven't done any videos on it for about 3 months. Called Full Time to Talk. But yeah, I'm a massive advocate of that, mate. And there will be something happening again this year as well. Huge congratulations on 6K, mate. I'm so proud of you. Thanks, Angela. Massive supporter of the channels. And yeah, I'd love to meet you one day, Angela. I feel like every time I pop on live, you comment, which means a lot to me. It really does. So thanks so much, love. Really appreciate it. Zaki, if Leeds stay up, it's not just the manager's position that should be reviewed. I would invest in the goalkeeping position. Zaki, 1,000,000%, mate. I would have got a new goalkeeper in January. Darlow's done okay in spells. Shouldn't be a number 1 in Premier League for me. Decent number 2, backup, cup keeper now and again. I'm not a massive fan of Perry. Brilliant against Birmingham. World-class save. He's got it in the locker. I'm just not sure. But I've got a feeling they may run the risk of keeping Perry as number 1 just for the fact so much money spent. They may run the risk of just we've got to keep hold. He's got to work because of how much money they spent on him. But yeah, goalkeeping position for me would be a key position we need to look at in the summer, 100%. Cabot, I haven't heard anything. I don't know. You might know more than me. Just putting 2 and 2 together and looking at the way it looks, maybe because it's only his 3rd game, that saves him. But this is a sort of result and performance half empty at half-time stadium, pretty much, you know. I mean, if they keep it to 3-1, they've done well. He's done well to, you know, stem the bleeding and be 3-1, but it looks like a performance you would get a manager sacked on, but maybe he'd have had to have been here for longer than 3 games for that to happen. But I mean, look at the pictures. Look how many seats are empty. I cannot wait to hear what Jamie O'Hara says on TalkSport. He'll be having kittens. He will be having kittens. Funny. I was having kittens 2 nights ago. Shocking, innit? Shocking. Evening, all I do, Bremner's Ghost. Gustavo Toffee, evening. Hope you're good. Hope everyone's good in the chat. Hope everyone's good wherever you are in the world. Why do there suddenly 50 Igors in the Prem all of a sudden? All bet born and bred, says Ellis. Love it, mate. Love it. My work office is down all bet, mate. Go on, Palace. Go on, Palace. Blocked by Spurs. Let it go. Sar, keep it in. Get it in, Sar. Sar whips it in. Too much on that, Sar. Bad ball, that. Moortown. Go on, lad. If memory serves me right, Palace were on a good run then when we spanked them at the church, so we might hopefully. But yeah, we beat them 3-1, didn't we? And played them off the park. I know LS12 well, Matt. Good lad, nice. Of course you do. Of course you do, mate. You're a good egg. Tottenham motto, self before side. Love that, Nois. Self before side. Love that. Can find Matty hanging around Carlton Lanes. Changing the manager at Spurs again may not be the only solution. They also need to sell players who have no respect for this club. Yeah, it's a shocker there, isn't it? It's a shocker. Yeah, mate, looks to be doing really well on social media. I've messaged him for a few weeks. Messaged him maybe 3 weeks ago. Said he was doing better, but seeing a social media post doing well. Assume he'll be back. I keep thinking he'll be back any day, but I don't know if he's decided to have a bit more time off. But just the fact he's looking fit and healthy is the main thing in it. Let's be fair. Having the Wolves game being changed for TV, I am hoping to get to my first game this season. I am staying near Chesterfield and might have got a ticket. MOT John, I hope you've got a ticket, mate. Hope you get to a game this season. Let's be fair, there's no place like it. There's no place like it. Players with egos won't care about the club. Good luck with getting rid of them, Spurs. Exactly. Can imagine some of these not wanting to play for Spurs next season, but also not wanting to give up the wages as well. Yeah, Archie's proving to be. Archie looks a class act. He looks a class above his peers in terms of the way he's handling such a poor moment in his club's sort of tenure. He's doing really well. He's Archie again tonight. Playing in the right spirit. He looks like the only one who cares. Shammy Simmons has a free kick here in a decent position for Spurs. He's going to have a pop on goal, see if he's as good as Anton Stack. I don't think I want Farke beyond the summer mine. Yeah, Richard, I'm similar to that, mate. I'm similar to that. It just sounds ultra negative to go there in a minute, but I probably am of that thinking too. But, you know, I've had moments this season where I had a block by wall. I've had moments this season where if I'd have walked in and Farke would have been in bed with my wife, I'd have tucked him in. You know, then I've also had times where I wouldn't even shake his hand if he walked past me. He infuriates me, but I love him at times as well. You know, it's football, I'm fickle. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's awful, innit? You know, don't get too high, don't get too down. Sometimes I can't help it. I'm just a fan who loves my club, and it is what it is. But yeah, there's a lot of people saying that, mate. Matt, no way Palace won't beat Leeds. I hope not, Bowling. I hope you're right. But on this performance, mate, it's going to be tough. Strand Larson and Sard up top. You know, Wharton in middle. They've got some good players, these, mate. These on the day, these can beat anyone can Palace on the day. I know they had a really rough spell. Maybe Spurs are just that bad. It's making Palace look good, Boland. I don't know, but I'll say Palace have been really good value for this. Probably should be more goals in it as well. Archie, the only silver lining for Spurs, he will head out to bigger clubs irrespective of how Spurs finishes. I agree, Raj. I agree. Get him out of that club. It's toxic. Get him out. Get him out. Spurs fan reactions tonight should be Rib, Reekley, Hill. They're going to be class. Well, I hope so, Boland. I hope so. Leeds lately. Oh, Max. Why has he been saying Spurs will win? Palace will win. Palace might beat us, mate. They might do, but we've got a line. Go on, good ball. Good defending there by Spurs. He were in there with Mitchell at back post. But yeah, let's hope Leeds can get a win. It's pretty obvious now to see that we are lacking enough quality in attack. Top 2 will go up. 5 will play at home and play. 7 and 6 will play at home and play 8. Then the winner. What's that for? Bond, what's that for? Forest fan, well done tonight, Crystal Palace. Done a job on Spurs. Yeah, they have, Peter. It's been an absolute sight for sore eyes. Commander has a corner now for Palace. 88th minute. Palace loving it. This is honestly, can you imagine being there tonight and just in the way end looking at the state of all this? Kicking off here in box. Spurs are just awful, aren't they? Spurs are awful. Yeah, it is. Michael, it's awful, mate. Is it Tony DeRigo's toes on Matt Eve's teeth tomorrow night? You'll have to wait and see, Stephen. You'll have to wait and see, mate. Don't give out away. Formula Prague. I'm a Barnsley man and I want Leeds to stay up over Spurs and West Ham. Them soulless bulls into the champ would be hilarious. Yeah, it would be. It would be hilarious. Come on, Simmons. Get on with it, man. The Onions just put in the chat, imagine send Spurs down in their own stadium and we could realistically send all 3 teams, lol. Yeah, imagine. It was Christopher Bielsa was a man that woke us up. It was. Love your comments. Up there, we've won Leeds. Wow, thanks, Nige. Thank you so much. I don't think I'm up there with won Leeds, but yeah, for someone to say that, thanks so much, mate. Connor's brilliant what he does. Ultra professional. Oh. Out for a goal kick. Unlucky. I don't either, Paul. I don't like how stubborn Farke is. But I do think most managers are stubborn in their principles. I don't think you can change willy-nilly. I don't think you can go along with a fan's perspective of change this, change that. I do think he'll hit a point. If that point isn't now, in the coming weeks, especially if we've got a Palace and don't play well. You know, Palace and Brentford, tough games, but winnable games. You know, there's opportunity there to get 3, 4 or 6 points for me. But he has to be brave. He cannot put out 8, 9 defensive players. He can't do that. He may do that away. He shouldn't do that at home. You shouldn't put out the same team for Sunderland at home as you did for City away. A defensive team at home. Defensive team against City, I get it. The same lineup because it did okay and did well against Sunderland. He needs to stop playing the same team when they have a good game. One size doesn't fit all. I said that last night. One size does not fit all. Yet it worked great, but you're going to have to change him, and him to make it fit for this game. Horses for courses. He needs to get that right. A good game, even a 4-0 win, maybe doesn't justify keeping exactly the same players in for the next game because it's a different game. It's a different opposition. Trying to keep out City, I understand the defensive lineup. That defensive lineup, then trying to lockpick and try and get him behind a low block against Sunderland, don't work. He must see that. He must see that. We've been too good this season to go down, in my opinion. Free kick Spurs. Honestly, Xavi Simons, man, will you just shut up? You've got the free kick and he's got... But what do you want him to do? What do you want him... He's booked him. It ain't a red card. What are you wanting him to do? You've got exactly what you should get there, a free kick and a yellow card. Jesus Christ, what you want about? You've got to remember Palace are only playing 10 men, mate. Yeah, they are. They have been for, half a game now, haven't they? Evening, mate. How you doing, Colin? Hope you're well. I'm good, mate. Hope you're good, my buddy. Connor, Callum and Jim from Blaze Ramble are brilliant. Yeah, I like Jim from Blaze Ramble. I do. I don't like the Blades, but really good channel, really good guy as well. Really, really likeable, man. Tony, Leeds have a place in my heart. My uncle was a Leeds fan, passed away a while back. Sorry to hear that, mate. Glad he passed that on to you, though. The love of Leeds. Matt, you're 10 times better. Don't want to put that on there. Thank you for saying I'm better than others in the space, Top Banana. I can be negative at times. I don't ever look at it like, I just say what's on my mind. And if it's negative, sometimes it's negative, innit? Yeah, it is what it is. I think people resonate with this channel, and I think this channel's done well of late because I keep getting told. I mean, I met a lot of people at the game. A lot of people came up to me, which blows my mind, at the game on Tuesday night, and all I keep getting back is relatability. I think because the Leeds accent, because I'm just a family man like everybody else. I don't take myself too seriously. I think that helps. I thought there were a goal then by Spurs. Almost 3-2. Last 2 minutes of injury time. I'm Fulham all the way, says Tony. I can't believe that I'm gone in. Whatever the ups and downs, let's go marching on. Yes, Bremner's goes 2 right. 2 right, my mate. 332 people in here. Unreal. Thanks so much. Smash me a like if you aren't already. And if you are one of the 330 odd that aren't subscribed, bang me a subscribe. We've already smashed past 6,000 subscribers tonight, which is crazy for me. Thank you so much for everyone that subscribed. Thanks for everyone who supported me from the beginning, whether whether you've been there from the off, whether you've come in recently. Thank you so much for engaging and making me feel, like, yeah, I'm worth your time. West Ham fans wanted to get rid of David Moyes for years. Beware of what you wish for, but I would take that risk with Farke. Yeah, he's one of them. But better the devil is the grass greener. You'll never know with that. But Farke does have a ceiling. He isn't going to progress us up the league, but he keeps us up this season. There's an opportunity again to keep us up next season and see where we go. I am, sort of looking at either way at the minute. I will back whatever the 49ers do, because since they've come in, I don't think they'll put a foot wrong me. I personally don't. I like the owners. Some people get frustrated with the owners. They get a lot of flack. Maybe some of these fans weren't around for Ken Bates' time, for Chelino time. You look at some of the owners we've had in the last 20 years, it's been absurd, horrendous, embarrassing. We ain't got that now. So I back whatever the 49ers do. I back him and make the right call. Might the hardest working YouTuber, he'd be on I'm a Celebrity. Yeah, if someone wants to give me 20 grand to eat a testicle, I'll eat it, me. Sorry. An animal testicle, You know how it goes when I'm a celebrity. I'll do it, me. I'll chew down on a camel scrotum for 25 grand. Of course, well, I can take my kids on holiday then for the first time. I'll do that. Kangaroo's anus. Here's 20 quid. I'll go on them. Can't believe I said I'll eat a testicle for 20 grand. Out of context, that's so bad. Don't click that up. I always try to brighten up any negativity you have, mate. Yeah, I know you do, mate. I know. Full time, 3-1, red card for Van der Ven. Fans absolutely fuming. Keeps going back to the same. Bless him. Can't believe what they're witnessing, can they? Archie Gray. No slight on you, buddy. Fantastic performance by you, Archie. Heart bleeds for you. It is what it is. It is what it is. You're a big boy, mate. Playing Premier League football. You need to get out of that shit show as soon as you can. Earliest opportunity, Archie Gray needs to be out of that club. Too good for that club. Too classy for that club. 333 likes. That's class, ain't it? We love your attitude and positivity, Matty. That's why we keep coming back. Keep it up. Thanks, Psychic. But what happens if I get negative? What happens if we get beat 5? What happens if I get beat 17-0 by Palace and I come on here, Psychic, and lose my shit and say I want the manager sacked? Would you unsubscribe? Would you be? Because obviously I am always positive. I'm happy because I'm on here talking to you. But I am always positive. I try and be positive. I try and be balanced. I can see both sides of me. I try and be balanced. I don't even try. I think I just am balanced. I can see all sides of the argument. I really, really can. So it's just one of them. Cheers, bro. Catch you tomorrow night, hopefully. Mr. Nobody, if you drop by, I'll be buzzing. If you don't, I understand. But thank you so much for everybody who's watched tonight. So many new subscribers. I can't even believe it. I cannot believe it. I'm a Toon fan, but I watch this channel always because I like it. Plus, I've got family in Morley. Whoa. Cheers, Christopher. Appreciate that, Morley. Class. Full time. That'll do us all. Tony, thanks, Tony, mate. Keep up the great work, bro. Really appreciate that, Tony. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. No need for any super chats, but thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Let's smash the Canaries Sunday, Matt. Winning breeds confidence. That's what I am, Eugene. So it's focused now. Now that game's over as well. It turns to FA Cup. And I understand some people aren't asked for a cup run. I understand it will. It can. It won't. Not definitely will, but it can affect survival and injuries can come up, which can affect us. Premier League. I understand all that. But can you imagine? It's negative now. It'll subside. I aren't as bad as I were a couple of days ago. Lose to Norwich at home and get knocked out of FA Cup, regardless of people wanting the extra games or not. 3 home games in a row. If you go get beat by a Championship side Norwich, fucking hell, it'll be awful at Ellen Road on Sunday. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Put the best side out to get the result you need. Hopefully getting some minutes in some people's legs who need the minutes. And then we see where we are. We see what the draw gets. And let's be fair, if you get a favourable draw, we could be looking at a trip to Wembley. Which would be brilliant. Which would be absolutely brilliant. Hope you're playing a tune on the way out. I will do, Top Banana, actually. I will do. Say you would. You talk a lot of bollocks. I do talk a lot of bollocks. Bremner Ghost. Only thing I'm really not liking about the 49ers have done is buying into Rangers for 2 seasons. First off, I'm Yorkshire boy, and more importantly, I don't want us being in the same position. Yeah, he left in Parag Marate. He stepped aside, didn't he? Yeah, I'll set up a testicle GoFundMe. Don't you worry about that, Kieran. That'd be the weirdest GoFundMe ever. Spurs are in real big trouble. Honestly, like I said, I don't sit down and watch many full games, especially on a weekend. I watch Leeds, and that's my selfish time. I go to games, I watch Leeds. But outside that, I don't sit there and watch game after game, with young kids and family and missus. I can't do it. The fact that the missus works late now, she works till midnight, kids are in bed, I can sit and enjoy a bit more football when it's on for a week. So that's the first time I've seen Spurs in a couple of months for 90 minutes. To sit and watch Spurs, that's very telling on Spurs that tonight. That's a shocker. That is a shocker. It reminds me where West Ham were, maybe 10, 12 games ago. Get in, Palace. Top live as usual, Matty. Catch you tomorrow night. Get in, Andy. We'll see you tomorrow night for sure, mate. Got to go see you tomorrow on Late Night Leeds. I hope so, Steve. Brilliant. Hope you have a good Friday. Thanks so much for that, mate. As Palace, should we end up in the same European competition? If we stay up, do you back Farke with £100 million to take us to the next level, or want a bigger manager? Again, I don't like talking about it because it sounds negative if I say I want him out, but see how he ends season. I've got no qualms if Farke's still in charge, because if he's still in charge next season, it means we've stayed in the division. It means we've ended the season well and hit our targets that Farke were given. And there is an argument that if you get given targets, given goals, and you hit them, there's an argument that you do get the job. You do continue. So I do think they'll be ruthless. So I do. I genuinely could see them sacking him regardless. But he had 100 million this season. He's done okay. We've bought well. It's not just all on Farke. the 49ers, the recruitment team, Adam Underwood, who apparently we're getting pelters saying it, inexperienced, which he is. We bought some good players this season. Yeah, it looks like him. It looks like him. People are forgetting there's 9 games left. Spurs. You know what it is, Paul? They're in the mix, and right now they're the worst of the teams. But I agree, it's hard to imagine Spurs going down. But you've got 2 eyes and a brain. That was shite tonight, and they're in a whole heap of trouble. They're in a whole heap of trouble. That is the most toxic side down there now. The most toxic club is Spurs right now. With 9 games to go, 9 games. You put that spin on it. It's 9 games left, plenty of time. 9 games isn't a lot of time. It's not a lot of time. It's hard to imagine them going down, but it could happen. It was. I know, mad. I honestly thought Spurs would win tonight, and I thought, right, this will be it. They'll kick on now. Spurs might be going down to the Championship. Can you imagine the meltdown on Spurs channels? Wow. Absolutely mental. 17-0, yeah. I stopped caring about Archie when he left. I won't welcome him back if he ever dared to try. I'm petty like that. It is what it is. Coffee. Everyone's got the reasons for that. You know, if you wouldn't welcome him back, it is what it is. I'd welcome anyone who we sign in. To be fair, it is what it is. If you think they're going to help the club, there's no room for sentiment. That's for sure. If we deem Archie Gray good enough to help Leeds go to another level, and we sign him, and it's worth, the finances make sense. Fair enough. I'm all for it. Great stream, Matty. Thanks, Days of Daz. Really appreciate it, man. If you were watching it solely for a watch-along for Tottenham game, I don't know how good it was because I didn't really comment on the game. I'm not used to having this volume of... It's getting to this point now where I'm having a couple of 100 on lives, but, into high 300s, into 400s, I do like to try and bring the comments on screen and interact with comments more, so that does take away from the watching. But it were only Spurs getting tonked anyway, who cares? Leeds might beat Norwich on Sunday, your manager against it. Leeds might be. William, we should beat Norwich. We should beat Norwich, mate. Stephen Mercer, see you tomorrow night, mate. Thanks for the chat. Thank you, as always, mate. Really appreciate you tuning in tomorrow if you do as well, buddy. Thank you. Absolutely, Matt. It's been a long time since Billy lifted that cup. Too right, Eugene. Let's have a crack, eh? Let's have a crack. We'll be dissecting that tomorrow. We'll be having a good chat about FA Cup. To be honest, I'm more comfortable now. Being a Leeds fan with no jeopardy and feeling comfortable is just weird. This is more like, oh, you feel comfortable now. You've got to be comfortable being uncomfortable as a Leeds fan, haven't you? Otherwise, you just drive yourself insane. Hopefully, Okafor available for Norwich. I get what you mean, but I wouldn't risk it. But I'd like to see him from Palace onwards, which I think it is Palace onwards he'll be fit for. Maybe he starts on bench and then come Brentford at home, he's back in starting lineup. I live in Leicestershire. I've been a Leeds fan for over 50 years. Love that, David. Absolute legend. Christopher, great watch. This was a team that won the UEFA Cup last year. Don't forget. Crazy, innit? Have a good night, lad. You too, Formula. Thank you. It's nearly late night Leeds. See you tomorrow night. It is nearly late night Leeds. So look at this. There'll be people here watching this who've never watched it before. So we have different segments on late night Leeds, right? So we have a quiz. We have the previews of the games we've coming up. We have the reviews of the games just gone. We sort of look at the whole week at Leeds United. We've also got some fun little segments in there to break the show up and have a bit of a laugh. We don't take ourselves too seriously. But look at this. There's a segment called Who Goes in Between Tony DeRigo's Toes. So on a Friday night, in between talking about the previews, reviews, and the quiz, I stick this in and I put an obscure Leeds United player, ex-player, maybe he couldn't play, we don't know, in between Tony DeRigo's toes. Give you some clues and you've got to tell me who it is. This is the intro to it. The most random 12 seconds of your life coming up now.
On a Friday night, who goes between my toes?
Who the hell goes in between Tony DeRigo's toes?
So yeah, that's the intro to it. Or I pick between them. It's either that one or I do this one.
I'm in total disbelief, but who the hell is that in Matt Heath's teeth?
So it's either Matt Heath's teeth or Tony DeRigo's toes. A little bit of fun. There's something for everyone on Late Night Leeds on a Friday night at 10 o'clock. So make sure you come back. MOT, Tompy, cheers, my mate. Let's all kick Spurs when they're down. Great stream, Mike. Cheers, David. And they've got Liverpool next. Tough. Arsenal win the league and Spurs go down. Mental scenes if that happens. Have a lovely weekend, all. Big win on Sunday night, Matty and all. Thanks, Sidekick. Thanks for all your comments, buddy. New subscriber tonight, my MOT. Thanks, Yvonne. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate that. So many new subscribers that I can't even tell you. I've got about 60 new subscribers. Yeah, thank you. Dave, my good mate Dave, well done, 6K, pal. I'm out. I'll let you know about practice tomorrow. I'm ringing garage in morning. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, I'll speak to you tomorrow, mate, as always. Have a good night, mate. Get some sleep. All Leeds that way, everyone in here. Get on tomorrow night. Yes, love that, Harrison. Make sure you're here tomorrow. Late night Leeds. See you tomorrow, pal. Thanks, Sol. Might let the cat out the bag as well. There's no Adam tomorrow. No AG. He's moving house tomorrow. He's moving to his next mansion. So the Onion's in for the full show. Mr. Priestley, the AKA the Onion, he's on for the full show tomorrow. Laugh my ass off. Love it. I'm just a bit random, me. Just a bit random. Only 4 goals difference. Yeah, I mean, I expected, you know, with a man down and 3-1, I thought there may be another goal or two in there, top banana. But we'll take that because they had a superior goal difference, and they still have by 4 goals. But we'll take that. These are crease. So long as it's not Paul Scholes sucking Tony Drigos, never that. Bremner goes, never that. Gary McAllister was a cracking player for Leeds and Liverpool, class player, class player. MOT Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa. I love how that rolls off tongue now. Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa. I am getting better at this. How are you doing, my mate? All Leeds out. We hope you're good, buddy. The Onion. Allegedly, Cantona and Leslie Ash squealing like a seagull following. Farke needs to take the handbrake off. The daddy, right? I've been saying that ever since I've had a channel. 16 months I've been saying that. The word handbrake is something I use quite often when it comes to Farke. Just take the handbrake off. Play with freedom. Attack. We've got really good attacking potency on that bench. Free them. Take those shackles off and let's have a go. Let's have a go. The best form of defence is attack. We look better when we play with tempo. We look better when we get the ball down and we attack teams. Go do it. Mike, congrats on 6K, my good pal. Proud of you. All you have achieved. Thanks, Mike, and thanks for your support. I love you to bits. Love you to bits, mate. Thanks so much for that. Yes, my mate. Tony Rodrigo was a great sport doing that video. Tony Rodrigo. He was. I set him up like a kipper with your 2. Yeah, nice said to him at quiz night. We're like, yeah, he's got 200,000 subscribers. Can you do a little intro for his funny little segment? Top sport. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, mate. Love you, man. Thank you. Spurs fans, I stared at their phones and don't believe where they are. They can't believe it, can they? Release the fire beast. Hope you're not going for a 4-0, Scott. No, you know what it is? We should put 3 or 4 past Norwich. I know they're in a bit of good form, but we should. But no, I'm not. I'm going to go 2-1 Leeds, probably. Imagine not being talked about eating testicles when Spurs are playing crap footy. I'm a silly bugger, aren't I? They reckon Farke passed his driving test with a handbrake. I love that. It's class. Yeah. Love that. Right then. 229 people in. Smash a like on your way out. Please subscribe. I'll play you out with a little bit of a song. So anyone that doesn't know me, first time watching me, I've got an album on Spotify. I do like singing. I can hold a tune, but I write songs. I've always wrote poems and love letters, which no one ever liked because I was that chubby fat kid with a mullet at school. But yeah, I wrote a few songs a while back and I put them through an AI vocal and it spat out quite a few good songs. So I'm going to play you out with what do people want to say. Let's see what the first comment is in chat. Everyone who watches me usually knows what songs I have loaded up, what people want to hear. First comment gets it. Hope to see you soon, bro. Cheers, Tony. Cheers. See you at Late Night Leeds. Thanks so much. Such a great channel, says All Box Up. Thanks, Matty. Thanks so much, man. Honestly, love it. Thank you. Great channel. This. Thanks, Christopher. Thanks for the fantastic chat tonight, mate. Top banana as always. See you tomorrow, Matty. All Leeds that way. Cheers, John. Come on. Who's here? What do you want to hear? First one, White and Gold. There we go. This one is a song I wrote by Gary Speed, White and Gold, the ballad of Gary Speed. Let me know what you think in the chat as it plays out. Thanks so much for tuning in. Smash a like, subscribe. Look after yourself. Have a great Friday. Be back here tomorrow night at 10 o'clock for Late Night Leeds. We've got a little bit of good news tonight with Spurs losing. We'll take that and move on. Love you all bits. March on together.
Gives Gary Speed a run. Away goes Speed. He's got a start on them all this time. Go on, Gary Speed. Get one yourself, son. And what a great goal.
He wore the white with pride. pride and grace, a Yorkshire lion in his place. From Ellen Road to distant fields, a heart of steel, a soul that heals. He rose with youth, he led with might, number 11 burning bright. The crowd would cheer, the cop would sing, for Speedo's magic on the wing. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still, in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story is told, a hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you, forever proud, forever true. Ooh, yeah. In 92, we touched the sky, champion's dream, we watched it fly. With Batty striking and McAllister too, but Gary, we always look to you. You gave us hope, you gave us fight, you lit our darkest days with light. A gentleman, a warrior bold, your legacy will never grow old. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still, in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story's told, a hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you, forever proud, forever true. Fade, your name in stone will still be laid. At Ellen Road, your spirit walks, in every match, in every talk. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still, in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story is told, a hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, true, forever Leeds, forever you.
Absolute legend, Gary Speed. One more then for Boss Nass, and then I am off. Good night, everyone.
Here we go with Leeds United. We're gonna give the boys a hand. Stand up and sing for Leeds United. They are the greatest in the land. Every day we're all gonna say we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there. We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together, we're gonna see you win. Na 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 na. We shout it out loud, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. We've been through it all together, and we've had our ups and downs. Down. gonna stay with you forever. At least until the world stops going round. Every day we're all gonna say we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Everywhere we're gonna be there. We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Marching on together, we're gonna see you win. Na 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 na. We are so proud. We shout it out loud. We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. We are so proud. We shout it